It's been such a journey. You know, we've spoken. I'm trying not to cry because just have loved you my whole life, truly, and I've wanted to meet you so badly. My mother has come up with schemes to try to meet you.
Yes, tell me the
years
schemes.
Ago. Well, I used to paint. I was an oil painter. And she would always say, you know, if you would just paint a portrait of Ellen and send it to her, I'm sure that she would have you as a guest on the show. I don't know why you don't just paint a portrait. And I never did, and I don't know why. I guess it was because I was meant to appear in a different capacity.
Exactly.
On the show.
You're supposed to get on Saturday Night Live first.
Sure.
Now, let's talk about, it's Ellen. I feel the same about you. I feel excited to meet you. And and it's your very first talk show, too.
It's my very first time, but that's not even what makes this exciting. It's that it's like I've met Jesus. I mean, if you believe in that sort of thing, that's what I've arrived at the gates, and here you are.
Well, I hope I don't disappoint you. I hope this is good. That's a lot of pressure for me.
I know. I'm sorry. I put you on a pedestal. Okay.
So how long have you been on Saturday Night Live?
It's been just a year because I was hired at the end of last year for the last 5 episodes.
And had you auditioned before?
No, it was my first audition. And thank goodness it turned out okay because I used all of my material that I had ever come up with in this 5-minute audition. So had it not worked out, I would have been, you know.
You couldn't go back.
Done.
Did you do the audition in Lauren's office, or did he go see you someplace?
It's in the studio where they do the monologue, you know, on that big stage, which if you grew up watching the show, as I did, it's like another part of heaven. Here's one part, and then that's another part. So just being on that stage is so incredibly overwhelming, and then everything you've ever worked for comes down to this little chunk of time, and I'm shocked that I survived. I don't know how I'm sitting here.
It's a lot of pressure. I mean, I've hosted once, but I can't imagine what y'all have to do every single week, and it's live, and you have to, you know, go through all these sketches really quickly too. Do we have to take a break? Is that what you're saying? All right, we'll come back with Kate. All right, let's take a break, and we'll come back with Kate right after this. We're back with a very funny Kate McKinnon, who is on Saturday Night Live, and it's her very first talk show. And so you do. Very first time. And you do the impression of me, and was it something that you had done before, or did you develop it once you were on the show?
I spent years trying to, because everyone always said, you must do certainly you do an Ellen, and I could never do it, and then I thought, I have to.
They're looking at that.
Oh, yeah, there it is. So one day in my apartment, I just thought, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get this, because I was actually there. I was there at the taping of Here and Now, your stand-up special.
All right. So you were.
I was there at the taping of that Here and Now, your stand-up special.
At the Beacon, right?
At the Beacon, and I've since memorized it. So I went back and I watched it, and I made notes on the way that you say all the different letters. And it's the way that you say R that really sunk in. Some people say R, but you say R. R? I mean, it's subtle, but that's the key.
That's the thing? That's it? And then you got it?
That's the thing. And then also that joke you did about seeing Nancy and like, oh, that's not Nancy. That's not Nancy. That's not Nancy.
Yeah.
So it's those few things. And then...
yeah, that I think you have for sure. I know when I get excited.
Nancy.
Yeah. But... But where did the I'm Ellen come from? I'm Ellen.
The people who wrote it, Chris Kelly and Sarah Schneider, these 2 brilliant writers who wrote all of the Ellen sketches. And the first time I did you, I was doing stand-up as you, and I just improvised at the end. That's my time, I'm Ellen. And that just seemed to capture your essence, so I just kept it. Even though you've never actually
I've never done that.
You've never
ever
said.
Or done that. It's like you're,
Yeah,
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
It's really, really funny. I watch
so
it, and she did something that surprised me for my birthday. You made the most hilarious DVD that I watched and just laughed and cried and showed all of my friends.
When you called, I didn't pick up, and then I left you the worst voicemail that has ever been left.
Really?
For your birthday. Do you remember that?
No.
You must have blocked it out.
No. Why was it bad?
It was like, hello, Ellen, this is Kate McKinnon. I'm glad you liked the video. And again, you're my hero still. Nothing's changed. And I hope you have a good birthday. Thank you, and bye-bye. That was the whole.
No, because we had spoken before. I called you after you did the impression, and
Again,
I called you then.
Which I was weird then, too.
Were you?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Again, you can't remember. Your brain isn't letting you.
All right.
It's protecting you.
Well, my brain has a tendency to do that. It does protect me. All right, so we're gonna, because you have to, I've never actually been in the same room as she's done me. So today, you've got to update. I don't dress like that too often anymore. That's kind of like the old Ellen.
Oh,
and
is it?
So, you know, sometimes I dress like that, but not all the time. So I'm going to give you an outfit, and you're going to come out later on. All right? They're Ellen socks, too. Yeah. All right. So you'll go put that on, and we'll see.
I will treasure this forever. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Oh, see you later.
Gotta go get changed.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll be back. All right, it is time. Kate is ready. Please welcome back Kate McKinnon as me.
Stretch. Yeah. All right. Oh. Well, what do we got here? Gonna do an interview.
Yeah.
All right.
We don't have time for an interview. It's all
Got
right.
some copies of my book.
Yeah.
It comes in a little teeny tiny one.
Teeny tiny one.
Like a little baby goat. It's so cute. It's so cute. Oh boy. All right.
All right then.
Good to be. Okay. Okay. Oh, good.
My glasses. You can catch Saturday Night Live every Saturday on NBC.
Oh gosh, we've had fun. All right, it's time to say goodbye now. Be kind to one another, please. Adios. Arrivederci. Avocados. I'm vegan. I'm just kidding. I'm Ellen.
Hot track.
Yeah.
Hot track.
I'm so happy to have you here. I'm a big fan, and I don't think that we've met. Have we met? No.
Well, you may not think we've met.
Oh.
I was a writer for the MTV Movie Awards about 6 or 7 years ago. Mm-hmm. And you had a bit on there where you came out in a Spider-Man mask. I don't know if you recall.
Oh, do I?
Anyways, I was given the duty of finding you in the green room and showing you the script. Mm-hmm. And I remember thinking, like, this thing's kind of funny, but we'll see what she thinks. And I brought it to you, and I remember you looked through it, flipped through it really fast, and you went, this is okay, but we're gonna do this here, this here, this here, this here, and that. And you handed it back, and I was like, way funnier! And I walked out just sort of swooning, like, Ellen is so funny and good at comedy. And that was when we met.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember. I don't remember that, but you had to have been like 9 or something.
I was about 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seem so young.
I had that like fast growth disorder, like Jack, that movie Jack.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's what you did. You started out because you're so great on Saturday Night Live,
thanks.
and you started out as a writer.
Well, me and my 2 friends, Akiva and Yorma, started out as writers together, and then when we wrote for the awards and Jimmy Fallon hosted, he recommended us to Lauren to audition.
Wow.
So we got in that way, yeah.
And now you're hosting the awards.
I am.
That's fantastic. This year, coming up.
This year, just
right?
announced, yes.
That's great. And see, you never know what happens in this town, because you started out doing that, and now you're on Saturday Night Live, and you're hosting those awards, and you're an Emmy winner.
I am an Emmy winner.
I don't know if everyone remembers.
Yes.
Because those little digital short films that, the one with Justin Timberlake,
Yep.
what was the name of that? I forget again.
It was the in a Box song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You wrote it, right?
Yeah. Me, Akiva, and Yorma.
I think we have a little clip of it. It is hysterical.
Yep.
Oh my God. What's really a shame about that, it is such a catchy tune, you can't get it out of your head. You just can't. It's such a great song.
It's the Justin of it all.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have an Emmy for that song. Does it say that on the Emmy?
It says the D word.
It does?
Yeah. That was the greatest joy of getting that Emmy was we made the Emmys right.
It's on the Emmy. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I showed everybody I knew, because I thought it was the funniest video I had ever seen. I thought it was hilarious.
Well, thank you.
Hilarious.
Thank you very
much. Now you're in this movie, I Love You Man, with Paul Rudd and Jason Segel and a lot of really great people.
Yeah.
And tell people about your character.
I play Paul Rudd's younger brother, and I'm trying to help him figure out how to talk to dudes, because he doesn't have a best friend, and he's getting married, so he needs a best man. And my character is gay, but Paul Rudd, the sort of relationship we have is I'm much more of like a dude's dude, and I get along with the dad better, like in the clip, and Rudd has kind of always been a girlfriend guy, and I'm giving him advice on how to talk to dudes.
You're very funny, and Paul Rudd is constantly trying to be cool and says the stupidest things all the time. It's very funny.
He's so awesome.
Very funny. It's a great cast, and Jason's hilarious, and I think Paul's on in a couple of days. What is this CD you have? The Lonely Island?
Yes.
What?
That's me and my buddies. We are a team that existed before we worked at SNL, but the 3 of us are responsible for all the digital shorts and songs, and we put out a record.
Fantastic.
And it has the D in a box, the J in my pants, the I'm on a boat, a lot of stuff from the show, and a bunch of new stuff too.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I think you're so talented, so funny, and adorable.
Hello, Ellen.
It's so nice to meet you.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm a huge fan.
That's nuts to me.
I love you so much.
Likewise.
And I understand, I know a little more about you now. And I know that we have met before, right?
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, you would not remember this, but I certainly do. Yeah, it would have been in March of, I would say, 1996. I came to see a taping of your other program.
The sitcom.
The sitcom,
yes.
The Other Ellen Show. I was out in LA visiting my uncle, and he's like, what do you want to do? I go, I'd really like to go see a taping of Ellen, because I will admit full on that I had a big old crush on you at that point. And our meeting went as simple as you came out to talk to the audience beforehand, and you asked if anybody had any questions, and I said, and I raised my hand, yes, you, skinny guy with zits. You did not say it. You did not say it.
I did not.
But I said, yeah, would you sign my book? And you said, sure. And then you signed my book. My point, I do have one. I had the first edition.
The first edition.
Are we allowed to say that, right?
Yeah.
The hardback, the hardcover. And I actually brought it with.
I can re-sign it for you if you'd like.
Well,
I can update it.
You nailed it here. Now here's, you signed it to Jason, hey, what's up?
and now
Right there.
now I can ask you what's up, and you can tell me now.
You know this. This is what's up. Yeah. This is what's up. Yeah. So I got this, and this book has made it from. Yeah, Kansas City, LA, Chicago,
wow, you still
Vegas,
have
and
that.
New York, and it got a little crease. We do need to put a little Botox right there.
All right,
I'll
I'll take it to my dermatologist and have that pumped in there.
Yeah.
That's really sweet, and that you still have it is amazing. And then I also understand you wrote about me in a college newsletter.
You do know a lot about me.
I
okay.
do.
When I was going to college and not going to class much, but I wrote a newsletter for the heck of it, which my parents weren't very excited about then, but I think they're okay with it now. There was at one point I proclaimed my love for you and in the newsletter, and my uncle, who's George Wendt from Cheers.
From Cheers,
Norm from Cheers,
right.
Absolutely. When I told him, because I would send him the newsletter, because he was always interested in what I was up to with that stuff. He was like, well, Jace, I don't know if she would feel the same way. And I was like, well, I don't know what you mean, because this is all before Time magazine covers and all that stuff, which I have at my parents' house as well. That one where I was like,
tears all over it, probably.
Exactly, just weeping all over it.
How could you?
It's like, nope. Yep, nope. And a deep cut, deep reference, and then my big thing in the newsletter was, and this is pre-internet, this is 1996 again, was if anybody sees a picture, because I would send out to 40 friends at different colleges, if you ever saw a picture of Ellen in a magazine or a poster or something, cut it out and send it to me. I'll get you get the newsletter free of stamps. I only got one picture. Someone tore it out of like a TV guide, and then my good friend Chris Sines was in like Wichita at an ABC affiliate and saw a poster for your show, and then asked them, hey, can I have that poster? Like, why do you want that poster? It's like, my friend is in love with Ellen DeGeneres, and he would love that. And it was just you in like a Saturday Night Fever pose. I don't have it. I was gonna bring it because I was just back home for Thanksgiving.
But you still have it?
I don't have it. My little sister, who's a huge fan of you as well, Lindsay Sudeikis, she took it to college at Catholic University in DC and had it hanging up on her wall in like 2000, all those years later,
Wow.
So yeah, you got a lot of fans in the Sudeikis household.
That's amazing.
Many generations, yeah.
I thank you for that, and I'm a huge fan of yours. I had no idea that all this was going on until today when I had a meeting and learned about you, and I was called in security immediately.
Yeah, you have to. I noticed them. I noticed them.
They're everywhere.
They're all standing around like this,
right.
not very conspicuous.
Right.
I noticed them right away.
No, that's really flattering, and I'm sorry.
I used to rip you off all the time.
Did you? What did you?
I would just try to do
mine?
jokes like you, just like your vibe. It was like when I was growing up, I wanted to be either Ted Danson, Eddie Murphy, or Ellen DeGeneres.
I'm happy to be in that company.
Yeah, I mean,
that's good company to be in.
I'm happy as heck to be here.
And you're very hilarious, and not only hilarious, but also sexy. You're in People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive issue under the category of more.
I'm under more.
Right.
I write an op-ed. I write an op-ed for People's Sexiest Man.
It says in here, of course, Channing's on the cover, but it says Affleck, Beckham, Gosling, and more. Yeah. So you're the more.
I'm definitely the more.
You're adorable and sexy and funny.
That's nice, you.
And all right, we're going to take a break. We're going to play a game, possibly.
Okay.
And I don't know what else yet.
Yeah, me neither.
But I'm just happy to meet you.
Yeah,
all right, we'll be right back with Jason. All right, we're going to you do such hilarious impressions on the show, so I'm going to hold up a human being.
Right.
Not literally, because that'd be hard. I'm not that strong.
No.
And you are going to do an impression.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to guess to see who you're doing, all right?
No pressure.
Under a minute.
Okay, under a minute.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Absolutely horrible. You're going to Hollywood.
Simon Cowell.
Yes.
Eddie Murphy.
Yep. You're fired.
Donald Trump.
Yep.
A monkey.
Number 2.
David Letterman.
Yep. I love your show. Not really.
Him. Yes.
Have you ever been to the
I'll
office?
Come back.
Not really.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. This is Imagine.
Cher.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Right. I'll be back.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Oh boy. just imagine me being the sexiest person in the world, like, and about 2 inches tall. I don't know.
Prince.
How do I do that?
I don't know. You know, I'm a huge, crazy fan of yours, and this is the first time we're meeting.
I know.
Why?
I don't know. I call. I was supposed to be on your show.
I know. What happened in December?
Yep, and I hurt my back, and I had to go.
I heard you hurt your back. What happened?
I really did. No, I actually had to go into the hospital because I was in so much pain, and you know, they pump you full of morphine and drugs and stuff like that. And apparently, I told a lot of people there that I was supposed to do your show when I was on drugs. And the next day, I'd mentioned it, and they were like, "Oh no, we know. Everybody knows." Apparently, I was like, "I'm supposed to be on Ellen," and yeah, so they knew.
Well,
they believed me.
I'm sorry. I did believe you, but so Bridesmaids, of course, is like one of my favorite movies of all time. Of all time. Now, I think I talked about it on the show. I'm responsible for many ticket sales because I talked about it a lot. I raved about it. I've mentioned to many people that I would like to be in the sequel. I still have not received a script. Right? They want me in. They would like me in the sequel.
Yes.
It's not my idea, it was theirs.
Right.
They want me in it. So where is the script, and will there be a second Bridesmaids?
Oh, God, you're really putting me on
I mean,
the spot here.
You wrote it, so
Yes,
write another one.
We were not planning on, we are writing something else that's
I'll be
very
in that.
different.
I'll be in
you
that.
can be in that.
Okay,
yeah, you can
good.
be in that one, yeah. That's
Now, you really won't do another Bridesmaids?
No, I think it's okay to just have it be what it was, and I appreciate that people want us to do another one. But
Yes.
I think we're just gonna.
Are you scared because you think the
Terrified.
sequels
No.
are not going to be?
No, it was just something we knew when we made the first one. It just felt very special and fun, and I don't know, it was just a decision.
It was a fantastic movie.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you
it was
so
a great
much.
movie.
That's very nice.
And this movie, I mean, this movie is fantastic as well. Skeleton Twins sounds like it's a horror film. It is not.
It's not.
It's tell people what it is about.
Yeah, well, it doesn't sound very funny when you describe it. Bill and I played Bill Hader and I played twins that are really depressed. Basically, we haven't spoken in like 10 years, and he comes and lives with me, and we kind of rekindle our relationship. And there's definitely some funny moments, but there
is some dark moments, but it's very dry, and then there's some really funny, ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I really thought, I assumed that both of you had written it, but you did not.
No.
But you two together are hilarious.
Thanks.
And the scene where you sing together, very, very funny. Saturday Night Live, you did so many different, which is what I loved about this movie. Such a departure from those characters.
Yeah.
I mean, your favorites. Do you miss some of the characters?
Oh gosh, what's happening behind us?
Well, what do you?
I miss that actually.
You miss her?
Doing Garth and Kat with Fred, because that was totally. We didn't rehearse it.
Right.
Nothing.
You can tell.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Because it just looked like you were, but it was brilliant.
Yeah,
the
I
way
would just
you did
kind of follow him.
Right.
Oh God, I miss them all. It's hard for me to even look at the pictures. Oh God, I've never looked better.
The Lawrence Welk sketches were hilarious.
Thank you. Yeah, I miss the show. It's hard to watch, to be honest.
Is it?
Yeah, because I was there. Oh, that's one of my favorites, the Californians. Yeah, it was my life for so long, 7 years.
Now, am I wrong that you've never, maybe I missed it, because I know you're a huge Olivia Newton-John fan. Did you do Olivia Newton-John on the show?
No, I think I would be too afraid to do her because I love her so much.
You really do love her a lot.
I really do love her, yes. And I just saw her, I've seen her in concert before, but I just went to Vegas just to see her in concert, and I met her, and it was very exciting.
I bet it was exciting for her to meet you, too.
Yeah, well, oh yeah, here's a picture of us. I said, will you please pose with me like you're on an 80s sitcom poster? And then we did that. But I think we have a picture of me when I was little holding my first, yep. Oh my God. That's me holding my two-of-a-kind.
Look at that, you holding that, and then you end up meeting her in your life.
Yeah,
You were,
I know. It's crazy.
Summoning her.
I was summoning her.
So the scene in the movie with you and Bill singing, lip syncing, was one of my favorite scenes. It's you should see the movie anyway. It's fantastic in so many different layers, and you're such a great dramatic actress as well as hilarious.
Wow, hi.
Hello again. You were here with Amy Poehler last time for
right.
Inside Out, and congratulations. It won an Oscar.
I know.
It is a good movie.
Oh, thank you
It's
very
a real
much.
good
I like
movie.
that movie, yeah.
Made good choices.
I know, I was very lucky with that. Those Pixar guys, they're all...
Yeah, they're pretty smart. And then you did Trainwreck with Amy Schumer,
Yeah,
which was.
yeah.
Do you think you'll work with her again?
I hope so.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, I love working with Amy. She's amazing.
And Amy Poehler, of course. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, two Amy's.
I got two Amy's.
Two good Amy's.
I need a third Amy. Any Amy's? No?
I'm sure there's an Amy in the audience. No.
I just pointed at him.
No. He wants to be
All
called
right.
Amy, it
Yeah.
seems. I don't know.
You can call me Amy.
And you have 3 daughters, and how old are they?
Oh, I have 3 daughters, yeah. I have a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old,
Like I just
and a
reminded you.
1-year-old. Yeah, I'm like, oh, 3 daughters,
Yeah,
right.
that's-
Oh, I gotta get out. Yeah, I have a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old.
Adorable. They must
Yeah.
be thrilled that you're in all these movies.
They love it.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah. But we'll watch something like Minions, and they're like, "Are you in this one?" And I'm like, and then we'll watch, Ice Age, and they're like, "You're in this one, though, right?" And then when I wasn't in Frozen, that was it.
Oh, no.
Aren't you? You're not in Frozen? I'm like, no, Daddy's not in Frozen.
But you're in Angry Birds.
I'm in Angry
Yeah.
Birds.
Now, do you have to know the game to enjoy the movie?
No, actually, I played the Star Wars version of it, which is a blast on a layover in a plane, which is where I played it. And it's great, and it's a lot of fun. And, but no, it's a fun movie. It's just like, we went and saw it, and it's like a huge crowd pleaser. People were going bonkers. But the kids who know the game, you could tell, like, kids who know the game, they're like, something will happen. Like, my character will say something I didn't even know. I'll be like, I'm gonna go get, the egg beater or something. Kids are like, oh, he's getting the egg beater. Everybody, get ready. I'm like, what is happening? I didn't realize it worked on so many different levels. Yeah, there's the jerk.
That's hilarious. Is there really an egg beater, or you just made up?
No, I
egg
just
beater?
made that up. I
There's
don't want to ruin the plot.
Yeah. Good. Don't do it. Smart. How early on did you start doing voices?
Oh, since I was a kid, yeah. Like, my family, my wife says, my whole family, we all do voices. Like, when we describe, like, we don't be like, oh, I went to the store and I bumped into George. My mom will be like, oh, I went to the store and I bumped into George. George is an idiot, by the way. I went to George and he was like, hey, Sherry, how you doing? There really is a guy named George.
Oh.
That's not good.
That's not good.
No, but yeah,
So you say egg beater, but you actually use a real
George,
guy's name.
He said egg beater. He made that up, but why can't you make that thing about me? Come on, man. I am George.
But his voice changed just now.
It did. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm not
same
that
George.
good at George.
Yeah. No, that's really funny, though.
Yeah.
And people don't know this. Well, they will now. I'm going to say it. You're in Finding Dory.
I am.
You were in Finding
Dory. I am. Which I was thrilled to be a part of.
It's, I wonder if you'll notice, because it's a very funny part. It's a small part. It's you and Kate McKinnon as a couple, a fish couple. And at the end, I was looking for the credits. I was like, they were hilarious. Who was that? And I didn't know it was you and Kate, but it's really funny.
No, it was a blast and a huge honor to get that call. Andrew Stanton called me, like, you want to be in Finding? I was like, yes! It's one of my favorite movies is Finding Nemo. Yeah. So it's great. And what I saw of it's amazing.
It's good, and you're very funny, and I'm so glad you're a part of it. Hey, Seth.
It's so good to be here.
It's good to have you here.
So we kind of are dressed alike.
I had a feeling we would be, because I like the way you dress all the time.
It's not identical, but if we were in a catalog, we'd be on the same page.
Yeah. We should do a catalog together.
We should do a catalog
We should have our own clothing line.
I would like that.
Let's do it, all right?
Yeah, good.
All right, we've made the deal. So I can't believe you haven't been here, but you're always in New York, so that is the reason, and I'm glad you're here now.
And the last time we worked together was when you were in New York.
Actually, that is when we met, and it was your first season of Saturday Night Live, and I was hosting Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
And I found a clip of the two of us, and it is frightening, and let's laugh at ourselves now.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
This is the first Christmas with your children since your divorce. I want it to be perfect. Do I look okay?
You look great.
Okay, Claire's favorite color is red, but Derek likes green. Oh, I should have gotten a sweater that had both in it. Are the stores still open?
Relax. I love you, so why won't they?
Hey, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Hey, Derek!
Hey, kitten.
Hey, Mom.
What?
Oh, you know what, Derek? I don't think that is Mom.
You know what? You're right. That is not Mom. In fact, that is nothing more than an imposter! Hey, has anyone seen my childhood? No? Well, maybe I'll see if it's in the freaking car!
I'll go help you look! I'm pretty sure it's next to my shattered memories!
They like you.
I couldn't have, that's so great. I was saying backstage, I remember Ellen played our stepmom, so I can't remember if it aired. That's so, I'm so happy it did.
Yeah, it's so funny because all these things you rehearse and they don't all make it to air because you have a rehearsal ahead of time. It was the craziest experience, and I envy you that you get to have that frenetic. It is frenetic energy every Saturday night.
And it's different every week because of the host, so it never gets boring or repetitive. And yeah, it's a thrill. It's been the best job.
And how long have you been head writer now?
I think like probably 6 or 7 years.
You think you don't know how
I don't
long
really
you've been,
know,
really?
no.
You're so hilarious, and I think the
you.
Weekend Update is hilarious, and I don't know what they're going to do without you.
You're too good. They're going to be fine is the answer. Like, so many people that have been so great have left that show over the year, and the show has always survived without us. But it will be sad to go.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really interesting Saturday night for you.
Those guys.
I mean, really, there's those guys, too.
Yeah, that's Kristen Fritt and Chris Martin from Coldplay.
Yes. I mean, you get to meet so many interesting people every single week also.
Yeah, it's really, that part of it is actually nice moving on to the new job because there are so few people, I feel like, over the years that I haven't had a chance to at least meet once or twice. So.
And they'll all be on your show.
I hope so.
Which will be fun. And this is a huge year for you because you're starting a brand new show.
Yes.
And you just got married. Congratulations.
I did. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. About 4 months ago.
And did you, obviously you thought, I better do this now because I'm going to get really busy? Because y'all been together a while.
I think she might have suggested that, in fact. She goes, we should do this now before you get really busy.
And before you change your mind or something like that.
No, I would never change my mind. But it was great. We did it this summer, and it was so, it was a wonderful wedding, and I think we're a really good married couple 4 months in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
Well, we've stopped, like, we never fight. We just get along all the time. We haven't had a single conversation about when we should get married, which is great. Once you get married, you stop having those.
You don't have to have that anymore, yeah.
And we have a dog, and we treat our dog. We're like one of those weird married couples that treat our dog like a child. We're like...
Welcome.
We're the creeps in the building. Yeah, there she is. There's Frisbee.
Is that a Whippet? What is that?
That's an Italian Greyhound.
Italian Greyhound.
Yeah.
They're adorable.
She's the best. She's 7 pounds, and they like... When we bought her, you know, they were like, so look, don't let her sleep in your bed, because if she sleeps in your bed, she'll always sleep in your bed. And we were like, got it, don't let her sleep in the bed. Like 5 minutes of her crying, it's like, why don't we just put her in the bed for a second?
Right.
And she's like not been out of the bed since.
Well, she's only 7 pounds. She's not taking up a lot of room.
She's not taking up a lot of room, but you do have those moments where like you roll over and you're like, am I gonna suffocate my dog?
Right.
You just hear like a...
She'll get out of the way.
Yeah,
they're greyhounds. They're fast.
They're very fast.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you're on the cover of Time magazine. This is.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
It was. One of my friends said to me, I have a lot of my friends have been on the cover of Time magazine, but all of them had it done at their bar mitzvah. Because it does look like I did it. I was at a state fair, and it was like, hey, you want your picture on the cover of Time?
It's very cool.
It is very cool.
Your wife, everybody must be very proud of you.
Yeah, everybody's really excited. It was fun too because I've been traveling a lot, and the week it was in like newsstands, I would like walk into like the magazine stand at airports and just kind of like stand next to it, like do the pose and see if anybody would notice.
And did they?
Nobody noticed, but then it's really like I was so humbled by it, and I kept saying it's so silly, but then like the next week, of course, they put someone else on the cover of Time, and you're like, oh, I guess I'll put anybody on the cover of this. You get very snobby on your cover of Time.
They gotta fill it. Everything. All right, we're gonna take a break and talk more with Seth about. This is really exciting that you're gonna host. I think you're gonna be great. It's gonna be a great show. We'll be back with Seth. That's Seth Meyers. So Jimmy, don't step on my foot.
I'm sorry.
So
about that.
Jimmy Fallon.
I did step on her foot.
Jimmy Fallon is hosting now the Tonight Show, and then you'll take the slot of the Late Show after him. And what's the scariest thing about it? What's the most exciting?
I think the most exciting is just getting to do it every day. You know, sometimes on Weekend Update, you'll come up with a great joke on Monday, and then by the time Saturday rolls around, somebody else has already told it.
Right.
It just feels like not the news anymore. And then I'm most scared about this part. I'm most scared about interviewing people. I've never done that before. Like, I interview people on Weekend Update, but they're all, like, fictional characters. People are always like, you're so good with Stefan. I'm like, yeah, that's written. I'm not, like, surprised by his answers, you know?
Yeah.
So that's a little terrifying. Oh, there he is. That's when I got married to Stefan.
Yeah. That was great. That's hilarious. No, it's really gonna. I think you're gonna be great. And the interview part is something that, you know, it's just you do it more and more, and you talk to people, and you're gonna have people on that you know.
Yes.
So it'll be easier for you to do that.
Yeah.
So I thought I would help you. I'm just gonna hold up some different pictures of celebrities, and you'll tell me like what you would ask them or talk to them about. Okay?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, great to see you, Kanye. Nice sunglasses. You're inside. I would say, was your video with Kim Kardashian, was that green screened, or did you actually drive a motorcycle across America?
It was real. It looked real, yeah.
Yeah. Chris Christie, let's see. If you were president, do you think you could bridge the gap between the two parties? And do you promise to keep that bridge up?
Good one.
Good.
Good one.
Kim, you look beautiful. Who do you think loves your husband more, you or your husband? Mr. Eastwood, would you like a chair or did you bring your own? Hey, remember when I was on your show and you put me on the spot with that game? Why did you do that?
Excellent. All right. So I have a gift for you because mugs are important. Everybody has a mug. And so you can be putting this on your...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it'll make you look small and thin.
Yeah. I think... This makes me look like a child hosting a show. So this is gonna put Coco in this.
And get a giant chair and a giant desk. This makes me happy.
Twitch. This makes me happy. This is such a long time coming. I've been a fan of the show since day one.
Thank you. Well,
you are so awesome.
Thank you very much.
This is
amazing. I don't know what took you so long, other than I don't get to New York that often. You probably don't get to LA that often.
That's what it is.
But you are one of these people that just, when you step out, I don't care. I know you're going to make me laugh. I know whatever you're doing, every character you play makes me laugh.
I'll try to have a good time.
Yeah, and you do. You've been on as long as, so I've been on 16 seasons, and you've been on 16 seasons.
Yeah, but you've done like 16 million shows.
Yes, you do once a week.
Yes, we're once a week. I mean, and congratulations to you guys. You guys coming back for the Christmas giveaway.
Yeah.
Best job.
That's a fun job. You can come back too. You want to come back for the 12 days of giveaways?
Ellen, don't play.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you can come back.
Is it up? Now, do I get stuff?
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's why they're excited.
Yeah.
They're mediumly happy to be here today, but when they get free stuff, they're even happier.
Yeah, where's Tequila Tammy?
Do you need Tequila Tammy?
Maybe.
Tammy Tequila, Tequila Tammy. Where are you?
Oh, she's there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You called
That's
up.
great.
Damn it. Hi, thank you very much. Are
Yeah.
you having?
You can
Or you're
take
good?
both for both
I'll
of you.
take you. There's
Yeah.
2 of me, so.
And then when she puts that tequila in her hair when she keeps it cold. There. How's that?
Okay, you can't make me laugh when I'm taking
Okay.
shots.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, and you're encouraging the second, are you?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Yeah. They're little. They're tiny,
Little
tiny.
spice.
They're tiny, tiny.
A little spice is nice.
Yeah, it is. So you won an Emmy last year, and where is that Emmy?
I did. I keep it in my bedroom, thanks to my wife. She finally made me pull it out because I was just so startled about the whole thing. You know what I mean? It's an amazing moment. And, you know, shout out to Chris Redd, who I run it with, and Chance the Rapper, and my man Will Stevens, who wrote it. So.
Well, tell them it was about bringing Obama back.
Yeah, it was about. We love '90s R&B groups like Jodeci and Casey and JoJo is another
yeah.
one. You guys know Casey and JoJo?
Yeah.
They're part of Jodeci, so I guess you would know them. But yeah, we were singing about we want Barack to come back. It would be so nice. Maybe just for a day, or a week. It would be so nice.
It would be nice, you know, because I sometimes have guest hosts on my show, and I think that's not a bad idea for the presidency. So once in a while, another president sits in and just makes some different decisions, you know?
See what happens.
You know?
Just see what happens.
I don't know. Now, you've been there for 3 different presidents. Will you be there for a 4th president?
Oh, I would love it.
You're staying?
I would love that.
Good.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be like in 2020, but we'll see what happens
yes.
there. But, you know, I mean, it's the best job in the world. I can't see myself just walking away from it like that. Even with like how busy I've been lately, like I'm doing another show on NBC called Bring the Funny.
I know, right here with Chrissy Teigen, right?
Yeah, and Jeff Foxworthy, who's incredible.
So you do every kind of impression. Have you done one that didn't go so well for you?
Oh, yeah, I'm several. I mean, but I remember I used to do Star Jones, and then I saw her one day, and I was in the back of a cab, and she was like just crossing the street. And I kind of like ducked down in the cab, like she could see me because I was kind of scared, you know. But I remember I did Jay Leno one time at the Tonight Show. This is a terrible story. So I'm on the Tonight Show. I'm 25, 6, 7, something like that. And at some point in the interview, he's like, "Yeah, so I hear you got an impression of me," and I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I have an impression of you, Jay Leno," and I went into the worst, most offensive, probably, impression of him. It was just high-pitched, like, "Hey, everybody, how you doing?" And he looked at me, like, in front of everybody, and was like, "I don't think that sounds," he just cold dropped it, like, "I don't think that sounds like me at all. Do you guys think?" And he, like, got everybody to chime in, like, "Boo," and I was like, "Oh, snap."
That's horrible.
Yeah, and it got, like, cut out of the interview. I've never been invited back, but... He came by Bring the Funny because he knows Jeff Foxworthy and Howie Mandel's a partner in it too. So Howie, you know, brought him over and he gave me that look like, "Oh, I remember that." And then he went to talk to Jeff, and then on his way out, he was like, "I forgive you," in his eyes. So I was like, "Well, thank you very much."
There's nothing to forgive. You didn't do anything wrong. He asked if you had an impression.
Yeah, and I kind of, you know, hinted that I did, but I really didn't.
No.
I was just excited to be there and meet him. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And y'all play Heads Up on the set all the time.
Oh my, we just played with Emma Stone. It is the greatest. You guys play Heads Up?
It's so fun.
My favorite component is that you get to record the videos because everybody's going so crazy, especially when the clock starts ticking down and you get to watch it back.
That's the best part about it,
So fun, so
All right, we're going to take a break and we're going to play a game with you, an impression game.
Yes,
It'll
please.
be good.
Yes,
All right,
please.
we'll be back. We are back with Kenan Thompson, and you've done a lot of impressions on SNL, so we're going to see how many you can do in a row. It's a game we're calling Kenan's First Impressions.
Oh, let's do this.
All right, here we go.
So should I do me? Oh, now it's
There.
Jay Leno. Yeah. Well, welcome to the night show, ladies and gentlemen. We got a great show for you tonight. We want to a lot of stars. You heard about this? You heard about this? Apparently Qdoba is giving away a $150 gift card. That's good for you. I love this guy. Oh, snap. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, now here we go. Yeah, welcome to the feud. We got the degenerate family going up against the Thompson family. We're going to have
Good answer.
Thank you. That was good one. Oh, I love Whoopi. This is my Whoopi. For some reason, I feel like Whoopi talks like this. She's very from New York. So I think Leslie Jones did a wonderful job because she is a woman. And so is Whoopi. Hello, stand myself. What's the sting, Stone, man? How's it going? So, Bruce Springsteen and Stevie, right? What's his last name?
Wonder?
No. The guy from The Sopranos, Stevie Van Zandt.
Yeah.
They were on the show and they wanted me to sing the Clarence Clemens part of the song at the end of the show for the Christmas song. And it was amazing to me that I had Bruce Springsteen pitching me a reason to sing with him. He's like, you gonna do it, right? You can do the big man's part? Oh, we're gonna sing for the big man. All right, I can move on now. I just had to tell that story. She loves bread. The best lady in the world. So happy, such a good life. Such a great mentor, right?
Yep.
Did she teach you how to give stuff away?
Yeah.
Right? She's the one. All right. Oh, he's just the sweetest guy. I mean, does everybody just do like, life is like a box of chocolates. Jenny. Oh, come on. Lieutenant Dan. All right. Oh, now I love Wanda. Like the first thing, you gotta realize, in my house, I'm the only black woman there. Beyonce's just so chill, you know? Like, every time she talks, it's like she don't even really need to try because she just Beyonce and it should just flow out of her like gold. And, like, she got, like, a silky vibe when she does that. That one, that's a pretty good one. Like, it's funny. We got a new president now, but maybe Joe and I'll link up and come back in there, take a run for it. Oh, is that it? That's it. Yeah, a lot of shoulder dance.
Hello, you two.
This is surreal. This is awesome.
It is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this is crazy.
It's very exciting. I feel like you've both been here before.
Me too.
Yeah. But we usually show shirtless photos of your first time here, and we couldn't find any shirtless photos of you two, so we found other shirtless photos of other Collins and Michaels. So we have to show those because you didn't have any. So here's Colin Farrell.
Yeah, I'll take
Colin Farrell. Yep. And there's Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan and Michael B. Jordan again.
Yeah, those are very close.
Yeah.
Very close.
That's Strahan.
Yep.
All right, we get the idea. Yep, Michael Phelps. Yeah.
That's closer.
Yeah.
Except for the goatee, identical. Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick right there. All right, so let's talk about this exciting news. We just found out that NBC announced that you're both coming back next season to Saturday Night Live.
Yes. It's great because we also found out about it by seeing it in a headline. We got no call. It was just people in interviews like, you're back. And we're like, oh, good to know. Thanks.
Wait, your agents or no one told you?
No, I don't have an agent. No, my cousin does all my business. Really nice guy.
And he charges what, 60%, right?
60%, the industry standard.
That seems fair. Wait, that's crazy that nobody called to. Or what if you didn't want to go back?
Great questions.
Yeah.
This is what a great agent would do.
Well, you know what? Maybe I should be your agent.
Yeah.
So the two of you have great chemistry, and did you know that? Is that why you did this together? Or did you already have this chemistry, or is it developed from being there?
We knew each other as stand-ups. We knew each other, and then we worked together as writers. And it seemed like, I mean, it wasn't really our choice, but we were excited about it because we have no choices in life.
No choice.
The application said one of each.
And that's how it happened.
And that's how it happened.
Yeah. So do both of you read the news all day long to figure out what you're going to say, or is that to somebody else is doing this?
Oh, no. Somebody else is calling. He reads all the news.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I mostly read the news, yeah. I mean, now it's hard not. It's a little addictive. When we're working, it's hard. When we're off, like in the summer, it was so nice for a full month to just try to not listen.
But when things happen during the summer, are you sad that you're not there to make jokes about it and talk about it?
No.
Or you don't care?
Who's ever been on a beach thinking, oh, I wish I were in
I was working? I know. Now, the two of you are close, but what is the relationship with Scarlett? Has that affected your friendship? Are you like the third wheel on dates and stuff?
He's gonna cry.
Actually, not anymore, because I'm dating a celebrity, too.
Are you?
She's a Times Square Elmo.
You think it's she.
Yeah, well, I was surprised.
Yeah. When that comes off, you don't know until it comes off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He changed a lot, though, since I feel like you've changed. You don't invite me places, and when you do, you ditch me.
Yeah, tons.
Thank you. That's what I said. I sent him a text with that.
You've never invited me.
W's.
You've never invited me anywhere. You don't invite me to, come over, hang out, have dinner.
Well, yeah, because if you're with like Scarlett Johansson, I don't want to tell you to come to this dive bar with me and watch a Yankee game. I feel like, maybe you have better things to do.
What if you had a girlfriend that you could? Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
All right.
It's like an Eeyore take.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What if I? Who do you like? Because I'm good at arranging things, and we have a big platform here. Let me know who you like.
This is very.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, like in the audience or something?
No. Yeah.
This is too much pressure.
Yeah. That would be immediate. If you need someone immediately, yes, in the audience. But if you'd like to just name like a celebrity crush.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say anything. Well, was Beyonce single?
No.
You don't read the news.
She's not. No.
Well, I don't know. How's Hillary doing?
She's doing great.
Yeah. She's happier than she's ever been.
This is too much pressure. I don't know what to say.
Just there must be somebody that you really like, and I can set you up.
Well, Roseanne went to Israel.
Before she left for Israel, it was perfect. You don't want to do long distance. That's your problem.
That's my problem. My taste is too problematic.
All right.
This has become an intervention.
Let's talk about the Emmys. So you're hosting. And it's more fun to do it together. It's not as fun when you're alone on stage, especially if things aren't going well. But the two of you, what do you have planned? Are you going to dance? Are you going to sing?
We've eliminated those two things.
All right.
No, we'll probably. I mean, we're gonna. You know how it is to host those award shows. It's about like kind of just keeping everybody entertained, but the real job is, or the real pressure is for the nominees. That's what the show is for. So we're just trying to keep it moving. It's really not up to us.
Yeah, I understand. But you have to you've already written everything that you're doing for. No.
Sure.
You've got some loose ideas.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to play a game after this and figure somebody out for you to date.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, all right, we'll be back. We were in and I don't remember this, they showed me this morning the picture of us in a sketch when I hosted.
Oh, yeah.
This was in, 2001, maybe?
Wow.
It was, and we were in a sketch together that I don't...
Wow.
I don't really
What
remember.
do you think that was about, that sketch? Because I don't remember it.
Well, it's obviously Christmas.
Yeah. You and I were parents, I think, and that was our son, and he brought home Amy, and we didn't like her. I think we didn't...
Well, I mean, you can tell from the body language.
Look at the body language, yeah.
They're like, he's like, hey, Dad. And I'm like, I don't belong here. But you have some kind of scrapbook, maybe.
Yeah.
God, I mean...
I don't know what that was. But anyway, I don't remember it. There must be so many
But
things.
I do remember the sketch where I accidentally punched you in the face.
I remember that, too. I do remember that.
And I gave you boxing headgear as an apology gift later.
That was really sweet.
Yeah.
No, we were rehearsing something.
Which is true.
And you did. You punched me. I don't think it was that scene. I think it was a scene in a
diner.
In a diner.
And I accidentally...
And you really did punch me in the face.
Yeah.
Oof. And I... I loved it.
Well, that wasn't
And
it.
you lived to tell about it.
Yeah.
I feel like
No,
your
he
punch
felt
would
so
be
bad
strong.
about it, but I loved that I got punched by Will.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it made me happy.
Yeah.
And I thought about suing, and I didn't.
It's not too late.
It got close.
It's not too late to sue.
I think there's a...
No, if habeas corpus, if they bring it up on your show, you go right back. You can sue right away.
Oh, so it
That's what habeas
opens
corpus
up.
means.
Is that what habeas? Okay.
Yeah, habeas corpus means if you talk about it on a show,
Wow.
then the other person's immediately guilty.
Well, I never did anything. Then.
Well, but you just said you did. Anyway, you're both obviously still watching Saturday Night Live. Do you ever take a break from it, or do you just watch it because it's like college for you? It's like watching...
Watching it like a regular audience member is really fun, and it's been especially great with all
There's
this
a lot to comment on
There's a lot.
right now.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
to say the least. So it's been very fun to see what they're going to kind of do from week to week.
Yeah, no, there is a whole lot.
So much happening in the news.
They're doing it, really? I didn't...
Yeah. Fashions
That's
are
what you mean?
changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what you mean. I didn't know what you meant.
Yep, superfoods.
You are...
Superfoods.
You gotta do something about that.
Flats.
And you're
people are wearing
doing-
flats
yeah.
in the summer. Those are the main things that people are talking about.
Those are the main stories.
Uh-huh.
You're doing George W. Bush again, which is... Now, what is that like doing it now versus when you originally did it?
Well, it's very interesting. I did it at Samantha Bee's show, and it was very interesting to step out as George W. Bush and get a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because now you kind of look on him with a different lens. You know what I'm referring to. Yeah.
Different lands. It's a
These
nice way
kind
to
of
say
the
it.
elder, kindly statesmen who,
Yeah.
you know, respected the office of the president.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
some extent.
To some extent.
To some extent.
Compared to the current
Yeah.
situation
Right.
Yeah.
we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right, like, because he's like less maniac, maybe.
He's less, well, someone else is full maniac.
Right.
And
He's half maniac?
like just
He flirts with the
half cup of maniac. Yeah. Half calf to his full calf of maniac. That was George Bush. By the way.
I know. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was good. All right, we have to take a break and see if we'll leave that in or not. We'll be back.
I was told that there might be some dancing coming out. I saw Carrie had not danced, so I thought I'd try to double
Make up for her.
Yeah.
Those were probably the moves she would have done had she not been wearing heels.
There was a wonderful woman I saw earlier, and I kind of patterned some of the moves off of her, the woman in the yellow blazer. There she is, right there. We got to go dancing sometime, because I think we would really, yeah.
You were inspired by the woman in the audience.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
She was great.
So will you then take these dance moves when you go clubbing next?
The last time I went clubbing was about 10 years ago, so I think I'm due in another 10 years.
And you'll do those?
Yeah, let's.
You'll
10
do
years.
those.
Yeah.
Listen, it's so nice to meet you. I think you're hilarious and talented, and you've never been on the show. And I'm just going to say you win for best beard of anyone that's ever been on our show.
Thank you very much.
Now, how long have you been? You grew it for this show, obviously.
Yes.
And how long have you been growing it?
It's to get to about this length, which, believe it or not, we kind of tamp it down a little bit. This is about 6 months worth of
That's only 6 months?
neglect, yes.
Wow. So you knew you could be that
I had
hairy?
no idea. I had no idea. It's kind of, you know, it's something that you just got to take the journey and see what God's plan was. So, yeah.
God had a big plan there.
Yes.
It's a lot of. Is that a lot to take care of? You obviously shampoo it and comb it.
Look at this thing. You think I take care of this at all?
I hope you do.
I mean, I wash it. I keep it
seems
very
like,
clean.
It seems like high maintenance. Like when you're eating, there must be food in there a lot.
There's, oh my God, I could taste like my last 3 meals up here at all times. So it's good if I ever get into a situation where I'm stranded somewhere.
Yeah,
you know,
you
last
just suck
for a
on
while
your
longer.
mustache.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's good to know. So you were on Saturday Night Live for how long? 8 years?
8 years.
Wow,
yeah.
it's a long time. And now, because you played so many characters and you wore so many different costumes, is Halloween fun for you, or do you feel like you don't need to do that again?
You know what? I've never been a big Halloween person, so I always just grab whatever's in the trunk of my car and like, you know, if I was going someplace, I'd be wearing something like this, and I'd go, oh, I'm the guy who holds a mug. You know, or that would basically be my outfit. I'm no fun to have at a Halloween party.
So when people ask you, you're the guy that holds the mug, that would be your character.
That would essentially be
that's amazing.
As far as it goes.
When you say you grab stuff from the trunk of your car, I can't imagine, you've had the car for how long? 11 years?
11 years.
11 years. What is the car?
It's a 2004 Honda Civic.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Are you not making money on your show, or?
Ellen, I'm doing very well. No, you know.
You're just not a car guy?
I'm not really a car guy.
Are you a house guy?
Yeah, I have one. Sure.
I know.
I mean,
What's in it, though?
I have a very loose idea of what furnishing a house entails. Which basically means that I've only got about a third of my house furnished. But in fairness to me, I've only owned it since 2002. So it's.
I saw a picture of something. Was it a washer that was broken or something?
I have a broken washer, so now I have to. That's what I have to do. I have to prop up my chair and then bring my kitchen island up against it to apply pressure, so it completes the cycle. It's.
Wow.
It works. The system works, but it's not. It doesn't, it's not, I'm still single, by the way.
I'd like to,
45.
I'd like to give you this.
Look at that.
And this will help you.
Oh my
okay?
God.
Yeah. There's some tips in there that might help you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I can prop this against the chair, and that'll be great.
More pressure.
Yeah.
You actually have, and I collect portraits of like old portraits from all different periods of time, and you collect portraits of people.
Yeah, I started doing it a while ago just to get stuff on the walls. Ironically, that's the only one that's up on the wall. Everything else is propped up against the wall.
Like I would have bought that for sure. And now
I got that when I was making the movie Nebraska. I found that in Omaha, and it is. I swear to God, that's haunted. That thing, walk by that late at night and it's terrifying. Look at her, if you can see, she's got one little petite hand on the right.
Yeah.
And then the other one is, I don't know what's going on. If you can see, like it's demon hand.
Yeah, no, it's like the hand that Kristen Wiig has when she plays the sister on the... No, of course that's haunted. I would never have bought that. Why would you, if you feel that, why don't you get rid of it?
I actually brought it here. I'm trying to give it away. If anybody wants their house haunted, you got it. You got it.
Really?
Meet me in the parking lot. I'll get you a Halloween costume out of the trunk of my car, set you up with that.
Wait, you brought it here with you?
I brought it here.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, we're going to be talking about it. It's the perfect time for a sale.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll put it in the Ellen shop and we'll give you the proceeds. Okay. I think you're hilarious in everything, and you and Tina Fey are so great together. Were you nervous taking over for Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah, he's excellent, and he was excellent doing that job, and you know the various people that have done Update have been so amazing, so it was pretty stressful. Mm-hmm. And so the first show, I just kind of held onto my pencil, and I had these stress streams that I was either going to swear. I'm always afraid I'm going to swear on live TV, or that I was going to like throw up. Mm-hmm. So I have stress streams that I'm like, as I'm swearing, I throw up.
Mm-hmm. I would think after you throw up, you'd swear again too.
Yeah. Just to distract from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was pretty nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
And also, you know, you just have to say, you have to kind of get used to in between the jokes too. You have to kind of get used to saying the joke and then hold it,
yeah,
and cut away. So while Tina was telling her joke, I was still just kind of in a haze, just waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, my time now?
That's weird that it's so different. I mean, you're doing live television every single week, and you've got to go so fast between scenes and playing all these characters, and yet that's a different thing for you.
Yeah, and you know, you did the show, and you were great on the show. We loved having you. Do you guys remember when Ellen did the show?
Oh, come on.
Remember that? Terrific. So great. And you go from, you know, you're wearing a wig like 2 minutes before and some crazy outfit, and there's a lot of really crazy fast changes that are really fun.
Oh, that they don't prepare you for. And I've said this before, where as soon as you finish something, someone's grabbing you and yanking you into a room and ripping your clothes off and putting a wig on and putting other clothes on.
And you know, you get changed in different parts of the studio, and every once in a while, they try to do their best, but every once in a while, get a glimpse of somebody looking at you changing, just as the way the studio's set up.
Somebody who, like an audience member?
Every once in a while, an audience member, like there just won't be the right, it'll just be so fast and frenetic that you'll look up and some guy will be like, and last week I was changing and I looked up some guy and some guy was like, eh. he gave me a dismissive no. He was like, not so great.
No, he was probably thinking of something else and you thought, well, that's horrible to tell me now after I've hosted the show and been naked in some room that...
No, not with the host. They protect the host
Okay.
but the cast members, you know, we try our best, but we always...
Because you really, I am the most modest person in the world, and that was such a shock to me that there's someone pulling your pants down, someone taking your shirt off, someone tying your shoes because they're counting down 45 seconds, 42 seconds, and you don't think you're going to make it.
And they're like, everybody get out of your slices of pizza costumes and pizza sketches cut. We got to go to the motorcycle ladies, and you have 30 seconds to go on your motorcycle.
So if you can do that, that's weird that it's stressful to do the weekend update.
Well, because it's like a completely different muscle, and I didn't come from, you know, stand-up, so it was pretty nerve-wracking for me, but we have tremendous writers, and Tina's awesome, and she just kind of holds my hand.
She's hilarious.
She's the best.
All right, so let's talk about you and Amy are hosting Saturday Night Live together this weekend.
Yes.
How great is that going to be?
Oh, it's going to be so fun.
I mean, there can't be... The two of you together, and when you've hosted the Golden Globes, and the two of you together are hilarious, but especially during this particular time with the election year going on. I mean,
it's always fun to work at SNL during an election year. And even though we're still like a million years out from the actual election, but there's so much fodder already. You know, people said, will you play Sarah Palin and Hillary Clinton? Like, I don't know about that. Maybe we might play Ted Cruz's ears. Just like one of, how's it going over there? How's it going? I can see straight through. I don't know what our political characters will be.
So you don't know yet, but that's
the beauty of SNL.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
You've done it. It comes together very late.
It does, and then it changes really, like literally things are cut that night, which is really crazy. Yeah, I had so much fun that year.
It was a good show.
That was amazing. The movie is Sisters. So it's you and Amy Poehler and your sisters, and you are the wild one.
Yes, of course.
So well, you can tell people what it's about.
Yeah, so we play sisters, and you know, it's about our parents call us and say, we're selling our house, come get your junk out of the house. Something we've probably all our parents have asked us to do. And we get down there, and for various reasons, we decide that we should probably have one more high school style party in the house. And so in one way, it's a story about loving sisters and how they need to work out their differences, and another way, it's a movie where it's a high school party movie where everyone is like 46.
Right.
And people party hard.
Yes, very, very hard. And we see a little bit more of you than we normally would see. There's as we saw in that, you show more flesh.
I show more under teeth.
Yes.
Than I normally do.
Were you comfortable in that?
Yeah, I don't mind that. And look, there's Amy. Amy in her scene, she goes, oh, one of my apples keeps rolling out of the bag. That's how she describes her dress. Yeah, we got to wear, like, you know, our glam party outfits and stuff, and it's fun because we don't really get to, you know, to jack our business up and out.
Not enough.
I don't live like Sofia Vergara.
No. Few of us do.
That.
No, very few of us do. And then there was this choreographed dance, which was very impressive.
Yeah, we do a sort of in the movie at the party, Amy says, like, can we please do our old, you know, apple bottom dance or whatever? And I go, oh, okay. And it's this dance that we supposedly, you know, did when we were in high school. And we rehearsed it for like 7 weeks. And then it's like in the movie for like 25 seconds. But we tried to be kid and play. I think you can see.
That's so fun.
I like dancing. I like to dance, but I don't know if you feel this way. If someone tells me I have to do actual choreography, I get really sweaty.
It's hard.
Yeah, like I would be, if I had to be on Dancing with the Stars, I would be so shark eyes. I'd be like, I'd be so panicked all the time.
Because you're counting the steps. That's the hardest thing about trying to do something like that is acting like you're not thinking about it all.
Yep.
Yeah. So your grandmother's in the audience.
Yes.
Which, does that make you feel better to, hi, Grandma?
I bring her everywhere I go. Hi, Grandma. That's my grandmother, Muriel. She flew all the way out here from Miami.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's great. Now, I heard that you're nervous to do shows like this. Is that true?
I'm petrified.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have a wig on, so I feel so weird, you know?
Yeah.
I'm so used to being somebody else.
So that's what it is, because you're doing live, you know, every Saturday, and you're not worried about that at all? Do you ever get nervous for that?
I guess not.
Yeah. I mean, I get nervous that I'm going to say something wrong, but no, I really look forward to it.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's really thrilling. When I was on, I hosted. Do you remember?
Oh, I remember.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you remember because there's so many people that come through there.
I know. I don't remember. I'm getting to that point. This is my 6th year there, and I just had a baby, so I have like a fuzzy, melted version of my brain now. I'm sure women that have had babies can relate to that, but it's just your brain becomes mush. So I remember that you were there. I remember that you hosted.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
No. I remember some of the sketches, but I can't remember like what got cut, what you know.
No, I know, because there's a rehearsal beforehand, and then they cut things, and then there's the live, and it moves so fast. That's what I was so shocked about. It just, I mean, literally, you're being grabbed, and new wigs are coming on, and clothes are being ripped off of you. You can't be modest. You have to just be like, all right, there it goes.
There have been several times where I look up and I realize, oh, there's nothing blocking me, and I'm in my bra and my underwear, and there's the audience.
The audience is looking. I know.
Yeah.
They're right there.
Yeah.
You are so hilarious, though. You are absolutely so. That was Donatella Versace that you were doing just now for Halloween. That's one of the characters you do, and that's you with Donna.
I'm not really smoking in that picture, Grandma.
No. You as Whitney Houston, which is so hilarious.
Thank you.
And you as Oprah, which you're so hilarious as Oprah.
That was pretty exciting. I actually got to meet Oprah, and I was asked to go on her show. But I was also very nervous because I did Oprah, and I was scared. You know, I wanted to make sure she was happy. You know, do an impression of somebody, you don't want them to be angry.
Right.
So.
And was she happy?
She was.
Yeah.
I think she made some comment. She's like, "You're thin. I like that," or something like that. So she was very sweet, and it was really, really nice.
Do you worry about like doing people and running it like Whitney Houston? Are you worried about running into her?
Yes. Yes, I am. I'm sorry.
So like if you knew she was going to be somewhere, you would not go.
Yes, I do not frequent the places that she is, just so that I know.
Yeah, just for that reason.
Just for that reason.
Yeah, I've been scared to death that I thought Amy Poehler or somebody for sure would do me, and I've been scared to death.
I will say this. People have tried to do you and no one can do you, and that's why no one does you on the show.
Oh, really? Oh, good. That's good, because I've been scared to death.
Listen, I would be scared too, although I'm sure it would be flattering because you've been on the show. And I don't know, it's always, when someone hosts, they become part of the family of that place.
Right. Yeah, well, that's why I thought maybe they like me and they won't, you know. Not that you don't do it against people that
you're hard to do. I've seen several people try. I haven't tried. I can't do you.
Good.
So don't worry.
Yeah, don't do me.
I won't.
So let's talk about you did a film that's coming out. It's Prairie Home Companion.
Yes, it's a Robert Altman film that I had the pleasure of being a part of. It was amazing. I was about 6 or 7 months pregnant. We did it last summer, and I got to work with everybody in it. And I mean, it's an incredible cast of people.
Was the character pregnant that you were playing, or how did you get to do that?
No, but when I was asked to do the film, I was not.
You're pregnant right there.
I know, it looks fake, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a real baby in there.
No,
between the time I was asked to do the movie and we actually did the movie, some things had happened in my life and found out I was pregnant. So I had to tell Robert Altman on the phone.
Some things that happened in my life and I found out I was pregnant.
I'm not going to go into detail, but you can use your imagination.
I think people know. Yeah, and so... and Meryl Streep's and
Lily Tomlin, Lindsay Lohan, John C. Reilly, Kevin Kline, Woody Harrelson, Garrison Keillor, who created the Prairie Home Companion radio show, wrote it and is in it, and I got to work with him too. And
very cool.
It's awesome, and it's a great movie too. It's coming out this summer.
Yeah, it comes out this summer, and so congratulations on that, and on the baby who is now out of your stomach.
Yes.
And Pearl is her name, is that right?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Not so bad.
Yeah, really? Oh, you're hilarious.
Oh, thank you.
You're so hilarious.
You
are.
All right.
So this is, I was trying to remember the woman's name that you do with Will Ferrell. What character?
Oh, yeah, the Virginia Clavin.
Yeah.
No, I know, it's just the lovers character.
Yeah, the lovers.
Yeah.
That's what cracks me up,
That
just the
was
way you
fun,
say lovers. And then, and this is, of course.
Oh, that was Nicole Richie.
Nicole
in Paris
Richie.
Hilton. Yeah.
All right.
Jessica Simpson.
And this is you.
That's Sheldon.
That's you right there, Sheldon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sheldon's great. And of course, you as Elizabeth Taylor with Michael Jackson.
Up in a tree.
Man.
Right.
So now, do you come up with, like, how did you come up with the characters? Have you had them before with improv
Well,
groups?
some
or?
of them, like the Boston thing I did before at Second City with Tina Fey, and we were together there. And then like the lovers thing was this sort of based on this professor from my college who actually said that, read a book, take a bath, spend time with your lover. But then that was just old, and then Will and I wrote those together and developed the whole extra, you know, all that extra stuff together.
I was trying to do the, did we ever do that? Because I did Saturday Night Live once.
Yeah.
And then we were going to do that, but did that get cut?
Then it got cut, because that's what, like SNL, you have your scene, and then after dress rehearsal, a bunch of scenes get cut, so you never know, you know, how much you're going to be on the show or anything. But I believe you were my former lover when we
I was, yes. I was there for winter solstice.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, but
And it
it
got
never
cut.
saw the light of day. So.
But I didn't think I was going to make it through without laughing anyway, if I would have been in that scene, because you and Will.
That one I always laugh in, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
I
that
never
one,
see you laugh.
Well, there was one we did in a hot tub, with that scene, and it was with Will, and like he was making all these, we had to eat these roast meats in the hot tub, and then Will was making all these sounds that you couldn't hear. He was going like, and so I just was laughing so hard I could barely get the lines out.
He's hysterical, isn't he? And you two together.
Oh, yeah. It's too bad he's not on the show anymore. But
what a bummer.
anyway,
But,
I sort of thought that the singer from Chicago sort of looked like a Will Ferrell character.
He does look like a Will Ferrell character, although he's...
I mean that
in a good way.
sense.
Yeah, no.
I do.
But he looks like Will Ferrell, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Maybe it is Will.
Maybe.
That's just
It
the kind of
could
thing
be.
Will would do.
It is, yeah.
That's not Chicago after all. So now you're into something that I'm just learning a little bit about. I've heard a lot about feng shui, but you're really into feng shui?
I don't know I'd say I'm really into it, but I bought feng shui for dummies. And I really did, and because I have a lot of clutter in my apartment, and you know it says clear your clutter so that your chi can flow. But I'm not like this new agey kind of person, but I guess
well,
chi is like,
not if you're laughing while you say your chi can flow. No, you're not.
But chi, I guess, is like some sort of positive energy or something.
Chi is positive
Do you know
energy,
about this
and
stuff?
it's also, I think, a tea at Starbucks. I think.
That might be chai.
Oh, maybe it's chai.
Okay.
All right,
okay, so you're supposed to like clear out all your clutter and stuff like that, but then there's also like these weird rules in the book, like if your kitchen shares a wall with your bathroom and your stove is like on the wall and then your toilet's on the other wall facing it, that's a bad thing. So you're supposed to put a mirror behind your stove. Like, I don't even get how you could, like, not just above it, but you're supposed to somehow, like, put a
behind
mirror
it, so you don't even
behind
see it.
You don't even see it. It's just doing its magic back there.
Wow.
So I don't have the patience for that kind of thing.
You've done some of the stuff, but not all of it.
Not really. The only thing I did is like, well, you're supposed to have your bed in a certain position in your room too. Like, like when you walk into your bedroom, your bed's supposed to be opposite you and face so you can see the door.
Right. You're not supposed to have your head away from the door. I know the stuff.
You
I've
do?
heard about it. And a lot of people swear by it. They say if
Yeah.
you really pay attention to it, like even by putting plants and different things, that it changes, it'll bring money into your life and all this stuff. And a lot of people swear by it.
Yeah. And then they say like paint certain walls like a dark color for your career. I don't know. I like I said, I just bought feng shui for dummies. So
Like
I'm not
corners
an expert.
are supposed to be poison.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you have a corner facing you, it's called a poison arrow.
Yeah.
You're supposed to block it with a plant.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't.
Right.
I didn't make this up. It's thousands of years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. It's Japanese. Well, we're going to take a break and then we'll try to change some stuff. See, everything's rounded here. There's no poison arrows.
I love it.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for being on, Jimmy.
This is really cool. You know, Tina Fey says this is a really great show. She's like, I love doing it.
Oh, well, tell Tina Fey hello.
Definitely will.
And I'm thrilled that you're here too.
Oh, thank you.
And you're just.
Am I okay? Am I?
You're cute as can be.
Oh, I thought you were gonna tuck me. I thought I needed to tuck you.
I was just touching you because I just always like the way you dress. I love all your little sweaters. I like your suits. Really? I adore you.
Oh, very nice.
You
Thank
know,
you so much.
I do. And I don't know why you'd leave Saturday Night Live. Why'd you do it?
Sorry.
Why would
Yeah,
you? I mean, we're gonna miss you like crazy. Why would
I'm
you?
gonna miss it more than anybody else, right? But it's like, too much of anything, that's what's good about the show, really, is that it evolves,
Yeah.
Because if people were still doing the Coneheads now, it probably wouldn't be as
No.
exciting. It's the 70s, so it's like, I had to leave. My contract was up. I miss it. And I mean, I still love everyone there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss, especially the news is gonna be crazy watching Tina. And
Now, who's doing it with Tina now?
No one knows yet. I swear to God, this is the way the show works. It's so last minute. They don't know anything until it's Saturday.
Well,
you're gonna do update with me, something like that.
Seriously, you don't know who yet.
I really don't.
I mean, I know it's like that because when I hosted,
I'd say she could probably do it by herself, or Amy Poehler.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that'd be great to have the two of them do it.
Two girls.
Yeah.
That was my idea, but then I don't know. You never know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
No one listens to me. I'm not on the show anymore.
Are you gonna go?
I just go on other people's show and give them advice about their show.
Well, I bet they'll take it because you give good advice. You were great on the show. I mean, I really am.
Cool. Thank you for saying that.
And
I love being on.
And I was asking them today because I was forgetting all the impressions you do. I like especially when you sing, but you do amazing. You do Adam Sandler.
I do like.
Do a little Adam Sandler.
Shabba-doo.
Yeah. And then Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay, people. Okay.
It's just that easy. Just little tiny snippets. And then John Travolta.
It's like ladder 49, right? It's like swear to God, man. I'm not the right. It's like crazy thing, right? Swear to God. That was my joke. That was my joke. I say that's how John Travolta goes down ladder 49.
Yeah.
He just goes like that.
Yeah.
I don't really have a real joke.
All right.
Half joke.
While you're up, it's got a Mick Jagger.
Come on, Rock, do it. Rock, come on, Rock, yeah. You know what it is, Rock, you know how to play it. Come on, what are you playing at?
Now, do you run into people when you do these impressions? Have you ever run into anybody that...
Yeah, actually, recently it just happened. I got invited to go on a private jet. So it's like a tiny little plane. So I'm like, oh, this is cool. It's a cool thing. But it's a small plane. So I go, oh, this is great. Thank you. Who am I flying with? They go, Pat O'Brien. And so I just had to sit with Pat O'Brien for like 3 hours on the plane. He's like, hey,
that's
Jimmy.
Pat O'Brien right there.
Hey, Jimmy. Hey, it's Pat O'Brien. I don't breathe through my nose ever. Jimmy, did you see me on the Olympics? We're sitting across from each other like this. Did you see me on the Olympics? Yeah, I did. I saw you. Yeah, I'm the insider. Yeah, when do you see what Mary Van Peebles eats in the cereal? When do you see what Nicole Kidman had to say at the Venice Film Festival? And I'm like, can we land somewhere? Anyway, we just land. I'm happy in Kansas. I don't care. Just land the plane. Jimmy, look at my mustache. What color is it? Why not? It's Golden's, like the mustard. What am I doing?
And it's just the two of you sitting across from each other?
Directly across. I pretended I was asleep at one point. When do you see Paul Hamm? I was looking at the steward. The stewardess was like winking at each other. We're on the same page.
The only thing that would be worse is you getting on a plane with him after this.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that could be worse than that.
You're definitely right.
Yeah.
No, he's a good, to be honest,
Yeah.
he's a good sport, and he knows I do the impression. He actually says, like, Jimmy, you should do it meaner. You gotta be even more mean. Talk about, I'm an egomaniac.
Yeah.
Talk about, and he like talks to me all, like, he always tells me to get meaner, even go harder on the impression.
Really?
He likes it, yeah. But the thing about Pat O'Brien, too, is like, he acts as Hollywood guy, insider guy. He always wears a suit and stuff. And so what he does is, like, when you meet him out, he wears just, like, really just street clothes. But he almost does it a little bit too hard. So he wears, like, really super tight jeans and tight shirt and, like, ski hat and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, man. You're not that guy. It's like, but he wears really tight clothes. I'm like, are you in Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me? But he's not. He's not in Cirque du Soleil. He's in Blue Man Group.
And,
No, he's not.
and a ski hat. He wears a ski hat?
Of course he does. Why wouldn't he wear a ski hat?
Yeah, well.
Not like a ski hat with a ski mask with
No,
holes
no.
on it. Like, stick him up.
That'd be silly.
Yeah, that'd be absolutely. Well, it could be cool. We can start a trend.
Yeah. I've actually wanted to do that instead of getting tinted windows, just wear a ski hat when I drive. Because
When you drive?
Yeah, because the tinted windows are illegal, so I could just wear the ski mask when I drive.
Yeah, you got to turn the AC up. And
Well,
just go
yes.
for it. Wear shorts.
Yes.
Yeah, no need to
Oh,
try.
I'd compensate. I'd be naked. The rest of me. wait. We have to take a break. I'll be right back right after this. They're playing a little 50 Cent for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you're wearing a little 50 Cent looking outfit.
Oh, yeah, this is my little Steve Atwater jersey. I was a big fan of his. And,
Oh, yeah?
I seen you out here getting down.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying real hard. I don't know. Do you know how to do that?
Well, that's the crip walk.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that.
No, I don't know how to do it. You got it
Yeah.
down packed, though.
I don't think so. No, not really.
Mhm.
But hey, good to see you.
Pleasure to see you. Thanks for having me,
And
Ellen.
congratulations on the show.
Thank
and,
you.
and happy 04 to you.
Right on.
What'd you do for 04? What'd you do to celebrate?
Watch my TV show.
Yeah? That's exciting. That's a good way. Yeah?
It was nice. I did a show. I usually bring the New Year's in for like the last 12, 15 years with my family unit.
Uh-huh.
But this time I was on the road. I was invited out to Houston. So I was on stage.
You were in Houston?
Yeah. I was in Houston on New Year's. And I was doing, like, when the ball dropped, I was actually on stage. And, like,
Where did you work in Houston? I performed there.
I
Do you
forget
remember?
the arena, but it was a round arena, and it turned around. And
Oh, that thing where they're all behind you a lot?
Yeah, and they're all behind you. And like, it was New Year's, so everybody was drunk.
Yeah.
Coming to the show already, so I'm on the stage, and, like, a lady just, like, came up on the stage and, like, exposed herself, and that was the end of the show.
Yeah.
Can't top that.
No, you can't. Now, so have you played, because I've done New Year's Eve gigs before as a stand-up, that is the worst night ever to perform. Did you know that?
Now I know.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah, because...
I didn't want to be there. I mean, I was happy that Houston invited me.
Yeah.
And I love the people and the performing and everything, but that was the night that I wanted to spend with my wife and my kids. You know?
Right. Yeah, but I mean, it's...
But my wife said, go and get that money.
That's right. Don't worry about me.
Get that money. We all right.
Yeah.
I get a kid some champagne, put him in bed, you go get that money.
Yeah.
Tax time right around the corner. Holla.
Holla, and I don't know if I was supposed to say holla too. Do I say holla after you say holla?
Well, you crip walking, you might as well say holla too.
All right.
You got it down pat. And we're gonna go to dinner tonight in Crenshaw.
Yeah. You and I?
Me and you.
Holla.
Go get some. Go get some collard greens and stuff.
Yeah. I like collard greens. That's the
Yeah.
only vegetable I actually like. You picked the one thing I like.
Yeah, I like collard
I like
greens.
collard greens and cornbread.
Greens plus.
Yeah, it's right there. Have you tried it?
No.
You're gonna need it with this schedule.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now, speaking of your wife, that's your high school sweet. You've been married to your high school sweetheart for 17 years.
Yeah, we've been down.
Good for you.
That's my girl.
Good for you.
That's my girl. I love her.
That's your girl. You love her. You said.
Yeah, she's still my lady too.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, and what we got is still going nice and hot and everything. So
All right,
I'm
we
really
don't need to
happy.
hear that. So, and you have 3 kids. That's good, and that's even more impressive. They have 3 kids, and you're still got it going on.
3 boys, yeah.
3 boys.
The 3 boys, 17, 16, and 12. Malcolm, Gittred, and Tracy.
Excuse me?
Malcolm, that's their name, Malcolm, Gittred, and Tracy.
Gittred?
Yeah, Gittred. She named them after Ron Guidry, the baseball player.
Right, so then how did Gittred come out of that?
I don't know. She was under anesthesia and all that.
Yeah.
I think when she was delivering, they had the baseball game on.
Yeah. And you don't question it, you're just, all right.
Yeah.
And Malcolm is?
He's the middle. He was named after, he's the emotional one. He was named after Malcolm Jamal Warner because, like, when she was delivering him, they had the TV on again, and the Cosby Show was on, so.
Right.
And then Tracy, she named him after me. He was supposed to be the girl, so we was gonna name her Tracy, but it turned out to be a boy. And again, I was on Saturday Night Live, so when she was delivering the TV, she just...
So it could have been like on Bill Murray at the time or something, and it would have been Bill.
If I would have had a daughter, her name would have been Bill.
Yeah, right. No matter what she's looking at. Oh, wow. Well, that's a sweet story, though. And there's a picture of y'all in People magazine. Look how happy. What, here? Look at that. Aw, cute,
Those are my boys. They get big, too, boy. They high strung.
All right. Well, we're gonna find out how high strung. We have to go to commercial. We'll be right back after this. Okay, our next guest has kept us laughing for 7 seasons on Saturday Night Live. I don't know why it's taken so long for him to be here. Please welcome the very, very funny Chris Kattan.
Oh,
you got
pudding?
No, want a
Pringles.
Pringle?
No, thank you. What's going on?
Well, I've been bumped from your show 299 times.
You're kidding me.
No. And I've been backstage in your green room for 299 episodes.
Why don't
And
they
they've
tell
always,
me these
well,
things?
they're like, oh, stand by, Chris, stand by. You're next, you're next. And then, then I get bumped by a monkey or, like Allison Janney, she's been on 18 times.
Yeah.
And I've seen that episode backstage, so I didn't.
So you've
I'm
just
not
been
prepared.
waiting. Oh.
Yeah. Hi.
You thought you'd get bumped again.
I thought I was gonna get bumped again, so
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared.
Oh man. Well.
But wow.
I'm sure sorry.
No, that's okay. I just don't feel ready
Uh-huh.
at all.
Yeah. Well, did you bring clothes?
I do. I did have clothes, but I don't feel ready. I like to change and be prepared for this.
You want to go backstage and change?
No,
or-
I have my clothes here.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's a coincidence.
Okay, that'd be great. But you know what? If I could just, I've been so out of it backstage and the lights is like this. If I could just have some music to change to. Thank you. Feel much better. Thank you. Oh, I actually do that every morning.
Oh, that was very entertaining. Wow, so you brought your clothes.
I brought my clothes.
And then you brought magazines as well.
I brought you some magazines.
How
I've been
come?
doing a lot of reading.
Yeah.
Us Weekly.
Uh-huh.
You learn a lot.
You do.
A lot of stuff's going on in the world.
Tell me.
Well, first of all, there's a really good piece they do called Stars Are Just Like Us. I don't know if you know this.
They are?
Yeah. No, I know. I'm like, what? That's insane.
Yeah.
So, like...
What do they do?
Well, for example, the other day, I was backing up my car.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, stars don't do this.
Right.
They don't, right? All of a sudden, there's this photo here. This is Brad Pitt. Apparently, they do back up their cars. They throw their cars in reverse.
Just like us.
Look at this. Owen Wilson.
Uh-huh.
He eats burritos.
No.
I'm not kidding. I thought Owen Wilson does not eat burritos.
Uh-huh.
He eats burritos! I thought I was the only one that ate a burrito! What else?
Oh, they're just like us.
Possibly. They're just like us.
Oh, thank you for educating us.
I'm exhausted
It makes
now.
everybody feel like they're not alone.
Right.
All right.
Hey, happy 300th show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. You're so
those your
funny.
reading glasses?
They are my reading glasses. Put them on. We have to take a break. When we come back, you're going to actually reenact your favorite moment on the show, right?
I am?
That's what you said.
Oh, yes. That's what I said.
Okay, you don't have
299 days ago.
to. Yeah. You had plenty of time.
Yeah, I had a lot of time
All
to
right. We'll be right back right after this. We're back with a very funny Chris Kattan. And one thing you're known for is impressions. I bet you could do that, but you do a couple of impressions that I love.
I've been working on a C-3PO impression.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be hard.
He's like, oh my head's on backwards. Isn't he a little feminine?
Yeah,
He's
a little bit.
Like, ooh, how much I've forgotten to space travel.
Those are the lyrics.
Those are some of his lyrics. You never C-3PO concerts?
I don't do movies. I don't know what they're called.
Opening for Usher, C-3PO.
Lyrics. All right, so can you do the monkey, do you think?
Oh, I'll try. Yeah.
Really?
It's your favorite moment
It's
ever,
it's
right?
one of my
In your
favorite
life?
moments. And we
That's
couldn't
not
get the
so
monkey today, so.
Oh, what happened?
He's booked.
He's booked.
Yeah. So can you do the monkey?
I'll try the monkey.
Okay.
Are you gonna do it with me?
Well, I'll do. Well, I copied the
isn't that
monkey.
what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Okay.
I feel like I'm on. I feel like I'm on shrooms in a cave with you or something.
Yeah,
We got 3 hours.
So I want
Why am I crazy?
I want some of
happened to just turn on the TV right now. Right.
Let's have a conversation like
All
this.
right, okay.
Oh,
Hey,
God, my calves.
Good luck on your ABC pilot, by the way.
Thank you.
You're very funny. I hope it works and you come back. All right, we'll be right back. Don't go away.
Oh, baby. Shake it, baby.
See? See? Oh, the talents never stop with you. You do it all. You're so hilarious. I was at something at opening at something at Kathy and Jimmy's thing, and I'm in the middle of doing an interview with like Access Hollywood or something, and the camera's here, and the guy's asking me a question. I'm here. She immediately, right between us, goes, "Excuse me," and walks between the camera and me. Hilarious. You're funny. You laughing?
I do that at a party when there's like no one there and there's two people that are standing really close together. I go in between and say, "Excuse me, great party."
I'm going to steal that now.
You got it.
I'm going to do it. All right, so now you just got back from China, is that right?
Yeah. I was in Shanghai for about a week, and then another week I was in... Shanghai is just like Manhattan, though. You know, it's very busy and everything, but I really wanted to go somewhere where it was like the kind of China I thought of when, you know, when you're a kid growing up. So we filmed in this small town called Jingxi, and...
Sure.
Oh. It was like untouched by time. It was what I had imagined, you know, and there was a man making shoes for people. You know, you just sit there and he takes the size right there on this cobblestone walkway, and there's a canal where a woman was doing her wash by the canal and hitting it with a stick, you know, and I'm watching this and I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, this is like a moment frozen in time. And then her cell phone rings. I was so angry. Like, who's that? I'm having an ancient Chinese moment here, and it turns into an LA moment.
What could she possibly, who's she's talking to?
That's what I was thinking. It's like, hey, you almost done with the wash? Yeah, just put it down on the rinse cycle, smartass. Yeah. You're not, I'll be right home. I'm just gonna go to the gym.
Yeah, it always cracks me up. I was at dinner the other night, and outside of a restaurant, there's like a 10-year-old girl on a cell phone, like just chatting on the cell phone. That's, I mean,
I love when a kid does this. Oh, no, no, no.
I had to ask if I could use the phone, much less have a cell phone that I could just be talking on. It was crazy.
I know.
So, all right, so you come home, and where do you live? In this area?
Yes.
Yeah.
I live very, like, 10 minutes from here. But
What's the exact address? All right, well...
I come home, my neighbor calls me, and she said, Sherry, I don't know if you know it, but there's a really scary swarm of bees above your house. And I knew that I had bees, you know, but if you leave them alone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when you have neighbors calling, like, they're worried for their animals or whatever. Yeah. So I thought, okay, and I really let it go, so I called this bee man. And he came over, and he said, I think they're in your house. They're outside. So he went up into my guest room, and he said...
They were staying in the guest room, at least.
They were. They were in the wall in the guest room, because he said, because the wall started puckering out, and he said, here, put your hand here. And it was warm from he said it's from the honey, and you know, the honey produces moisture, and that's why the wall is puckering. And I said, well, what do we do? He goes, we have to take down the wall and get the honey out. And I said, no, no. And he said, yeah. So...
And then what'd you say?
You're taking me for a ride. You know? So then they come back, they take the wall down. And I'm hearing all this noise, and he says, Sherry, I want you to come up and see this. So I go up and I look, and he said, look, and the wall was down. I go, what are they, behind the wiring? And he goes, that's not wiring, they're honeycombs.
How big was it?
Oh my God, it was like 6 feet of wall, and I said, no, honeycombs is a cereal. It's fictitious. It's a cereal. There's no such thing as honeycomb. And it wasn't. He took out 3
Where are the bees that you're able to stand there and look at that? Where were the bees?
They weren't in there.
Well, they were all
no,
gone
I'm going
at
to tell you
once?
something, Ellen. What happened was, he said he knew that people were coming in. This is what he said to me. He said, put your ear up against the wall the day before when I felt the wall. And I did, and he said, now listen. And I hear, and I said, what's that? And he said, that's the queen warning that there's trouble. I'm like, how big is she? She's barking. The queen was barking.
So the queen's in trouble and they stay away? Shouldn't they come in?
No, they knew to, you know, because when they were taking down the wall, they knew to get out. So what they do is they have to remove the honey or else the bees will come back or you'll get termites. So this honey seriously was dripping out of my walls. Just, it was really, really something so neat to see.
Wow.
So.
No, I saw it. I asked what that was.
Fresh from my wall.
And the stuff down here, I suppose, is asbestos, or what is the...
Don't worry about that.
All right.
That'll just clean you out.
All right. We have to take a commercial. We'll be right back. That's hilarious. Back with the hilarious Sherry O'Terry. You make me laugh so hard. You really do. You're so funny. And I loved you on Saturday Night Live. I miss you like crazy on Saturday Night Live.
Thank you.
You had some of the best characters. What was the name? This character was hilarious. What was the name of this character?
That was Colette Reardon. She was my prescription drug lady, always getting the refills at the pharmacy. She was kind of loosely based on my Nana. And back then in the 70s, like, you know, if something was prescribed by a doctor, it was word, you know, it didn't matter who had you on what, and everybody had different doctors. It's so funny because when I was little, I mean, half her makeup be on, you know, I figured she'd get the other half later or something.
Like down the face.
Right.
Like that?
It's like, oh, I'll get that later. But she would come over to the house and I would say, Nana, can I see your pill box? And because she had the most beautiful, bejeweled pill box. Like back then, cigarettes were like, she would have her cigarettes in a sterling silver case and with the matching flasks for the coffee table. It was a set. All she needed was the gun rack. And so she would take it out and I would touch it and then I'd say, can you tell me what they are for again? So she'd open it up like story time and she would say, that one's for nerves. The pink ones are for water weight, which is all this is. She always said that's all it is. The rest, well, if that dam breaks, I'll move. And she goes, this one's, she would say, this one's just for pep. Just for pep. Little pep, no one gets hurt. Right? And this is to help me sleep after all the pep.
That's great. You're hilarious. Thanks for being here. You're so funny.
So my pleasure.
And Sherry O'Terry, everybody, the big finish is next. Don't go anywhere. Don't.
Oh my God.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Ellen.
You're so hysterical.
Oh my God. Thank you. You're so hysterical.
No, you are.
Congratulations on your show.
Thank
it's amazing. I love watching it, and I'm just so happy for all of your incredible success.
Thank you very much, and I'm happy for your success too. I'm telling you, some of your characters that you, maybe all of your characters, I may not even remember them all, but I was trying to remember the unfunny stand-up. What's
Jeannie Darcy?
Yeah, the thing about don't even get me started.
Right.
Do you know? Can you do a tiny bit of that?
Oh my
See,
God!
I'm gonna be.
That's a character where it was like a product of because I was on SNL for so long that I thought. I would love to do a character where the goal is to try to get no laughs. Like, she's so dull and she sucks. Like, she's not good, but she sort of thinks she's got it and she has a lot of determination. But I don't know. It's just like bad jokes. And I just deliver bad jokes about dating and stuff like that. She's very out of touch with herself. And then at the end of the thing, I just like, don't get me started. Don't even get me started. That's like her big catchphrase. It's so dull.
But it's, I know, but it's so hilarious because it's
so sweet.
So not at all exciting. But
I know.
Don't get me started. Don't even get me started. It just cracked me up.
That's
and
so
then
sweet, Ellen.
who's the Sally O'Malley?
Sally O'Malley?
Yeah.
I like your audience.
Yeah.
I almost get nervous. I get really nervous before I do talk shows. I get like my heart thumps and my mouth starts to get like dry and it's awful.
Really? Well, there's water right there.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can drink water.
Okay, good. I will.
Yeah.
I like when people drink water on talk shows.
Yeah. It's very talk show like. Well, that's good the way you're holding it underneath.
I know, just like getting cozy and chatting.
Yeah.
Like, what's up? In front of a national audience.
Right.
Okay.
If you're hungry, you can eat those flowers too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, anything you want to do.
Okay.
Now, you must get. I mean, you're saying you're nervous, but Saturday Night Live. There's nothing more pressure than that live.
Yeah. Well, you know, because you did it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's so much pressure. And you think that. You think that you would get over it overall after all the years, but for some reason I didn't. I mean, if I'm in a sketch with a lot of people, I don't feel that nervous. But if it's my own character or something, I definitely would get very nervous beforehand. But I just think that's like passion for what you do.
Right.
I mean, do you feel that way? Do you get nervous before?
I don't hear it. For some reason, this feels really comfortable to me. But I used to get nervous a lot on stage doing stand-up until I got started. Until I would be out there for a few minutes. But you're so known for doing characters. Do people recognize you? Do they know what you look like on the just like this?
Yeah, they do. They recognize me sometimes, or sometimes they think that they went to school with you or something. Like, or but usually people for the most part are very friendly, and it's really nice, and I love talking to fans and stuff. But this morning I was at the supermarket, and I was with my daughter. We were at Ralph's, and we were just, you know, I was pushing around a stroller, and this woman almost smashed into us, and she was like, you? And she was like, I'm so sorry, I almost smashed into your baby and you. And she was like, you're tiny. She was like, you look so much bigger on TV. And I was just like, so sometimes that can hurt your feelings. You know, sometimes people say awkward things like that. But
yeah, it's a backhanded compliment, sort of.
Yes, sort of.
Yeah.
As if you look huge on TV, you know, whatever. So
but TV
silly.
does do that. I mean, people say that to me all the time.
Do they? Yeah.
Yeah, that's just part of what they say.
Exactly.
Yeah. But you just take the good part of like, I like when people come over and go, I'm so sorry, I know you hate this, but I love you. And it's like, no, I don't hate that at all. I really like that. I hate when people come up and go, I know you hate this, but I hate you. That's what I hate.
Right.
Do we have to take a break? We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and talk about, I can't believe you have a brand new baby.
Yes, I do.
5 months old. We'll talk about the baby. We'll be right back. We're back with Molly Shannon. That's a clip from her new sitcom called Cracking Up, which is on Fox.
Monday at 8:30.
Monday at 8:30 on Fox.
Yep.
And this is a hilarious. I've never seen a baby dressed as a mayor before, but
I brought her into one of my wardrobe fittings, and I put a little mayor's hat on her. So she looks like the mayor of all the babies, like attention baby.
Yeah. We represent the lollipop. It looks like it's singing. Yeah, it does. Now, 5 months old, this little, what's...
Stella.
Stella.
5.5 months.
Sweet, sweet little baby. Now, first baby?
She's my first baby, yeah.
And were you nervous about being a mom?
I was nervous. I think sometimes you're not conscious of it, but before I got pregnant, I would have weird dreams. Like, I had this dream that I was pregnant. It was this long dream about pregnancy, and then I was in the delivery room, and I gave birth, but it was just, instead of a baby, it was just a breast of chicken and an olive. I'm not kidding. I love chicken. I do love chicken.
Was it uncooked or was it an
it was cooked with an olive. I'm not kidding. So I have no idea what that dream means, but there you go, Ellen.
I don't either. I wouldn't even try, but Tony may try to cook that tomorrow. I don't know. Just a breast of chicken and one olive?
One olive.
Wow.
I was really disappointed. I was like,
wow.
It was like very sad.
All that for a breast of chicken and an olive.
Yeah.
But the delivery went fine.
It was fine. I was when I went into labor, I called my Dr. Blumberg, and I said, you know, I'm in labor, oh my God, what do I do? Should I rush into the hospital? And she was like, no, you can walk around, go about your day. And I said, really? I said, you mean I can go get coffee? She was like, yeah, go get coffee, you know, check in with me in a couple hours. So I went and got coffee, and I went to a street fair. And at this street, I live in New York City, and at the street fair, they have this amazing corn on the cob with butter and paprika and cheese. And I was like having contractions. I was like, ugh, but I was like, but God, this corn looks so good. So I would like eat the corn, ow, ow. And then I would have a contraction. I'd be like, oh, oh, oh. But then I had to finish the corn. I was like, ow, 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 and ow.
With that noise?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Not with that noise. Ow, ow. You're hilarious. Cracking Up is on every Monday at 8:30 on Fox. Christina Aguilera performs right after this. Thank you so much. All right. Tim Meadows is coming out, so I gotta spin and see what's gonna happen with Tim and I. Long embrace. That's great. For nearly 10 years, our next guest was a regular on Saturday Night Live. His new movie, Mean Girls, opens this Friday. Please welcome Tim Meadows.
I was praying and hoping I got long embrace.
Yeah, I kind of rigged it. I did. No, there's no way to rig it. It was meant to be.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, it felt good. It's the way we should greet everybody.
Yeah.
It really is.
Nice,
when
long hug.
Yeah, when you go to work tomorrow, try to have a long embrace with everyone you pass. Just stop and...
It brings up, I feel really comfortable now. I was very nervous before, but now I feel like I could do anything.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Can I take off my clothes?
Yeah. Is
okay.
That, yeah. What if you really did?
That would be
horrible. What if you meant it? Yeah. I'm so, and again, I haven't met you. Usually I know, or at least have said hello to some people that have been on the show, and I haven't met you before either.
I know, likewise, yeah. I don't know why, because I'm really popular. I'm always out there doing stuff. But I guess it made this moment even more special.
It did. It felt more special because that could feel awkward if you didn't know someone to have a long embrace, and yet it felt so right.
Yeah, it did.
And I miss you like crazy on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, thanks.
10 years.
Yeah, 10 years.
I can't believe you were on there 10 years.
Yeah, it was incredible. I can't either.
Okay, so the ladies' man character is someone that... Leon Phelps, is that... And how do you come up with the ladies' man?
Well, ladies' man was a product of a lot of crank phone calls. I used to call, Pizza Hut or, just any kind of, place and just do crank phone calls, basically, like, yeah, what's happening? Listen, do you have any sausage on your pizza? Because I do not like any kind of meat on my pizza, And they would keep the conversations going, they'd keep talking to me, and so I would tape it and play it for my friends.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And one of the things, it was just a lot of fun to do because if I had trouble like at a store or something with a salesperson, I would look at their name tag, and then I would go home and call the store later.
As Leon?
As Leon, yeah. I would, do something like,
oh.
Is he coming out?
No, I didn't. No. No, I just thought we should call Christopher Walken's mom as Leon. Yeah. You could just start talking. If we could get that number.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Listen, Christopher, we can't find him. We're at the Ellen Show, and listen, I'm his driver. I'm waiting outside of his hotel. Can you call him, please? Yeah, she'd love that, wouldn't she?
Hotel. So now, this character obviously works very well, but have you, because on Saturday Night Live, as a writer and performer, you write these skits and you hope they work because you're writing for yourself.
Yeah.
Have you had bad situations where they just, right in front of everybody, just tank?
Yeah. Those are the moments that you never forget,
Yes.
really. I mean, you remember the good ones, but the bad ones, boy, it's. I remember one time I did this sketch, it was called 20 Questions with Bryant Gumbel. And I barely had a good Bryant Gumbel impression, It wasn't that good, but I was really trying to get this sketch on, and it was basically Bryant Gumbel, would say, he would say why after each question. He would say, so I understand that you hit a home run in the game yesterday. Why? And the person would answer, and then his follow-up question was why. And so I thought, oh, I could build a sketch around this, but that wasn't clear thinking. So I had the sketch, and it was called 20 Questions with Bryant Gumbel, and it had one question and then 19 whys. And so the audience...
So you had nowhere to go except for the 19 whys.
Yes, nowhere to go. And the audience, I could hear people in the audience saying why before I said why. And you could hear the sweat dropping off of my body. I mean, I got up from the chair and it was just covered in sweat. You know, I was just like, oh, I lost weight, you know, during that sketch. It was so bad.
That's hilarious.
It was horrible. It was so quiet. You know, you could hear traffic. You could hear a tap dancer.
Yeah. In a movie called Mean Girls that Tina Fey wrote, and it is so smart and so funny. It's great. If you have teenagers, they have to see this movie. It's hilarious, but I loved it. I was dying laughing.
Yeah.
Did you like working with, I mean, it's mostly teenagers in that movie.
Yeah, this was the first project that I ever felt like I was the old man on the set. And it was weird, because like the first couple of days, they were very respectful of me and stuff, and they were like, Mr. Meadows and stuff like that. And I was just like, no, it's just, you know, I'm just a normal dude, you know. But it was weird. I felt so old, you know. And one night Chris Rock was performing in Toronto, and I took a lot of the people from the cast and stuff to see him. And after I got in, I was sort of worried, because I was like, man, Chris is in his act.
Right.
So I was like, is this too much for you guys? Is it going to be okay, you know? Yeah. But I felt very protective and very, very old.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that suddenly when I'm around teenagers like that. But it's really, really funny, really smart.
Yeah.
Great movie. Now, when you were a teenager, we were just talking about this. There's a picture of you here. It's too small. I think we have it for you
yeah, this
in.
Is how cool I used to be.
Yeah, this is. All right, so look at you, so proud of that saxophone.
Yeah.
And you're in band, and that must have felt cool.
Yeah, you know, people in marching bands are, you know, historically cool people. I don't know if you know that or not. But yeah, I mean, I was very proud to be the first chair saxophone player in the marching band, and you know, it was probably one of the highlights of my high school life.
And then you had a very embarrassing situation?
Yes, I got thanks. Well,
it's sad, but
it's sad, but when I look back, I can laugh at it. It was my first day of school, my second year in high school, and there was a big band practice in the football field. It rained the day before, and we were in our full uniform. And I was coming across the field, and I was really cocky because I had been made first chair saxophone player. And I was running across the field to catch up with the band. And as I was running across the field, I saw from the corner of my eye 3 dogs, sort of wild dogs that hung out in the neighborhood. And they began to chase me. And I was in that uniform that you just saw. And the band saw this. They were on the other side of the field. They saw this happening. And they were halfway laughing and halfway telling me to run, you know? So I took off running. I was going. The dogs are barking me. My saxophone fell out of my case into the mud, and I picked it up, and I was like, go make it away, dogs, you know? And I kept running. My friends were going, come on, Tim. You know, there's a gate there. And right before I got into the gate, I slipped in the mud, fell, covered in mud, saxophone broken, dogs barking, friends laughing. Oh. And the band leader he just told me, these are the responsibilities that you will face as a first chair saxophone player. You should always be on time.
I said, how long is this going? She goes, as long as you want to milk it. And I like to milk all I can all day long. Well, a little sipper now. Oh, so good to see you, Ellen.
It's so good to see you.
It's been fruited of years.
It's been a long, long
You're
time.
You're holding up beautifully.
Well,
moisturizer.
So are you.
We both have a bang thing going. Don't touch it.
We do. I moved to San Francisco. He was doing comedy there, and I used to just stand in the back of the room and watch you. I loved you so much. This is way before Saturday Night Live.
And you were instantly better than all the boys. There are all these boy comics, and we're all doing poopy jokes. You know, I saw a poopy, ha! And Ellen is talking to God, this long, intricate, brilliantly written, you know, and so you were ahead of your time.
And you were singing Choppin' Broccoli, and I used to love that song.
I don't know why that is. People still throw things at me on that. If I'm on stage, they'll throw stalks of broccoli at me.
Well, that's not nice.
It was just a bit that stuck, just like the church that I used to do in the club.
Yeah.
Which was just a little throwaway. Isn't that special?
Right.
And that was, well, this is what you do, right?
Yes.
Well, the story of that was we were raised Lutherans, which basically Catholic light. We believed just like not that intensely, so we would miss church every other weekend. And we'd go to church, and there'd be the church ladies in the front that would look with that judgmental look, like, well. Apparently, some of us come to church when it's convenient. And we were like, lighten up, we had a barbecue. And so that was where that started.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was fun having the dress on.
But see, what's amazing is that those characters still hold up. I mean, that's what's great. That,
well.
and you did the President Bush Sr., and which still...
Well, yeah, that's still...
Right?
We can go there. Yeah, it's funny, just because Junior's in there, and I often think of them, they're father-son, you know, and I just think, do they talk late at night on the phone? And what do they talk about? You know, are they talking about Rosie O'Donnell? Daddy, I'm scared. She's getting close. Of all the people in the world who would figure out we've got an evil international cartel, it would be a comic from The View. You know, and the dad's like, well, don't panic. Stay frosty. Gotta stay in there, but Daddy, I'm scared. What, you been smoking? Sorry, that's cheap shot. But it is ironic. It is bizarre.
He's a great guy, right? And he's a great guy.
He's very sentimental. We've kept in touch, George Bush Sr. You know, it was funny that we, when I went to the White House after he lost the election, he calls me up, and I'm on the phone with John Lovitz. And the operator comes on and goes, this is the White House operator #1. Please hold for the president. So I go back to John, you know, with call waiting, and he goes, what, you have a bigger name? So the president goes, President George Sr. goes, well, love you to come out and freshen up the troops, make everybody feel good. And when I got out there, I'm in the White House, and Barbara's there, and these other people. He goes, why don't you do that impression you do of me for me right now, right here? And I go, it's really bad. It's not good. He goes, do it. But it is ironic that these guys have come back. Same with Andy Rooney. I mean, he's out of his mind, you know.
Yeah.
I'm Andy Rooney. My eyebrows are the size of sofa beds. A small raccoon lives in my left eyebrow. Would you like to meet him? His name is Spunker. Come on out, Spunker. He lives in the juicy forest that is my occipital ridge. Don't you, Spunker? He likes corn nuts and cheese. I'll just keep going. Here we go. Anyway, these are long bits I could do, but so good to see you.
So talk about, well, and what about Hans and Franz?
Hans, let me tell you something. This is like old school. It's nice. Well, you know, Arnold, of course, Arnold, our governor, came back, and he's awesome. I mean, he is the most optimistic politician in my lifetime. Because everything is fantastic, you know. Let me tell you, it's fantastic. You're fantastic. I'm fantastic. Wouldn't you like to be fantastic too, you know? I mean, he's just unbelievably. There's a flood in Sacramento. Yeah, but it's a fantastic flood, you know. And we're gonna work on the fantastic levees for the flood, you know. Hey, your hair's on fire, but it's a fantastic fire, and it's gonna go out, and you're fantastic. I'm fantastic, and go cry in your girly milk. But I enjoy him a lot.
All right. We have to take a break. We'll be back with more Dana Carvey after this. We'll be right back. We're back?
We're back.
Hilarious Dana Carvey. And
Thank you.
What have you been doing lately?
Well, I've been raising my kids up in Northern California.
And how old are they? What are they?
They are going to be 14 and 16.
Boys, girls?
2 boys, yeah. And I'm trying to be, you know, a dad. You know, today's dad is a little more the friend, a little more touchy-feely. Like my dad from the 60s would get your butt out of the damn cart now, right? Today's dad's sensitive. You see him at the park with the toddler. Gregers, what did we agree to? Let's use our inside voices. What happened to shut up? So I'm just doing that, and I'm doing a lot of stand-up.
You're doing stand-up still?
Yeah, I got a lot of dates coming up and so forth and so on.
If you get a chance, and I'll tell you before he leaves where he's going to be, 2 places that I know of, but if you get a chance, you have to go see Dana. He's
I
so
love you.
hilarious. I mean, really, he's so hilarious. All right.
Stop.
What's the...
Stop. Now, because you're known for dancing.
I dance. I like to dance.
I used to do this dancing routine in the stand-up days, and I don't know if I did it when we used to work together. But my wife, when I met her, I met my wife when she was 19, and I raised her as one of my own. But I've been married 25 years. I'm kidding, but to 7 different women. But my point is this. But anyway, this dancing routine. I'm standing up now to control tower. He's standing up. Eagle 1 has stood up. Okay. This is about the guy in high school. Okay, the high school dance, which I was a hopeless nerd. I looked like a fetus with shoes when I was in 8th grade. And the guy in high school, the jock, always did the minimal amount of activity that you could possibly call dancing. Okay, so a little trip down memory lane, captain the football team, dancing in high school. Hit it. Me and the nerds right next to him, working their butt off, never quite on the beat. Remember those people? Yeah. And then, of course, the cool guy, the sexy guy, the confident guy, they had it made. It's like...
I love that song. Honestly, that should be, if the United Nations had their own anthem, it should be that.
It should be.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, will you all please skank for Sex Machine.
I love that
much.
song, too. You can't not move to that song.
I think it's physically impossible.
We danced before, and
yes.
do you remember the song?
It was this song.
Was it this song?
This song, yes.
And where was it?
Oh, I think it was, I want to say, now I'm going to sound like such a celebrity. I think it was Kate Capshaw's birthday party, actually. Or was it on a yacht with Liza Minnelli? It's hard to remember. But I think, I remember.
It was at some party.
Actually, I didn't even know you.
I know.
And this song came up, and I was like, oh my God, honestly, this song is like unbelievable. And I just started dancing, and then I went, whoa, and I caught your eye, and we were like, it was like, I didn't even know her. We danced for like 7 hours, something like that. I mean, people were bringing in food for us to keep it going,
People actually kind of cleared the dance floor. And we just started, and I didn't know you as well, and it was just so much fun. We went nuts on that song. Yeah. And we don't have any memory of where it was, but it was fun. Mm-hmm. But since then, we've...
Well, we both passed out by the end of it, and that's the sad truth of it.
And then we're carried home with our servants.
It actually has a tragic and sad ending.
Yeah.
So I'm depressed now.
I didn't dance with you this time because I'm fine because it's been so much time has passed. But but I'm still healing from my back thing. Have you ever been injured in that situation?
I just had. Has anybody ever had 4 wisdom teeth out?
Oh.
So they tell you, and I had great doctors and stuff, but they said it would be 3 days. And 3 days. So honestly, what I didn't realize is that the teeth that come out of you are like Flintstone teeth. They're like when Fred gets the ribs on his car in the opening credits. They're like these huge things like this. And then the painkillers, and I had to write comedy. Like I go to work 9 to 5, I write comedy, but I was just insane.
Wait, how recent was this?
This is like 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah, and I had these painkillers, and they're not nothing, people. These things are not nothing. I was so, at the end of it, I was like, just like, hi everybody, how's it going? And then they showed me in a baggie. They showed me these huge 4 teeth. They looked like they could have names, each of them. Like I'm Tommy Tooth, and they were like, would you like them? And I thought, actually, no, I don't really have show and tell anymore. But I had the presence of mind to go, don't sell them on eBay. And the things were so strong that that night, I don't even remember, I went to make a sandwich and I went and I put peanut butter on my hand. I was just like, this bread sucks. So I had to get off. I'd rather be in pain than that crazy kind of.
Yeah.
It's no fun, right?
No, I was on pills for about, I don't know, 6 days or something like that, and finally got off them because it was just, it's not good. You don't want to feel like that.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's weird. And the older you get, when you have your wisdom teeth out, it's harder.
Well, I'm 22, so it wasn't that hard. But yes, so I hear when you get a little older.
I meant past like 10 or something like that.
Yes.
So I have not seen you lately. Are you still living in LA or New York?
No, I live in New York City.
Okay.
And I just finished writing this movie called The Love Guru. And I went to these little theaters in New York, and I would work on the character. And now I'm going to start shooting it in about a month.
And what kind of character is the Love Guru? I assume you're the Love Guru.
I am the Love Guru, in fact, yes.
So where is he from?
He is from America, but he is abandoned in India, and he grows up in an ashram, becomes a guru, and helps the Toronto Maple Leafs win the Stanley Cup. You know, which I figure now the only way I will see a Stanley Cup for the Toronto Maple Leafs in my life is if I write it. So,
all right, we have to take a break. We'll be back with Mike Myers.
What do you know?
Back with Mike Myers.
I'd just like to point out we're just good friends. Just good friends.
That must have been freaky, though. I mean...
Oh, it's all freaky. Are you kidding? I never thought I'd actually get to be an actor. I wanted to do this since I was a little kid. I never thought... Every one of my career dreams, A, that I have a career, but B, that all of my dreams have come through. I wanted to be on Saturday Night Live since I was a little kid. I wanted to have like a Clouseau-type series of films. I loved The Pink Panther. My dad was a huge Peter Sellers fan. I got to with Austin Powers. I got to write Wayne's World, and then now I'm in Shrek. I get to be Shrek, which is the most amazing thing in the world.
And what do you, I mean, really, you have to sit back and think about your life and go, I mean, what do you attribute that to? Do you think about it like you just actually really think about things and they
I'm a
manifest?
hard worker. I mean, you know, my dad was a very silly man, but his advice to me was, you know, on Friday, go home, do your homework so you can enjoy Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night.
So would you say you were middle class, you were poor, or how did you grow up?
I would say working class, you know. I mean, that means I didn't get a lot of stuff. Like, instead of like, you know, my parents were like, well, nobody will bloody see you. These are good enough. So I would get, instead of Tommy Hilfiger, I'd get like Tommy Hilclimber, you know, get the knockoff, you know, and it's Adidas. Dad, it's got 5 stripes. I know it's not Adidas. Well, it's Badidas. Badidas are just as good. I never knew what Advil was. It was Radvil my whole life. You know, so we always had the knockoff brand. I always loved, too, no one's gonna bloody see you. It's like, you don't want to hear that when you're a kid.
No, because
no one's gonna notice you. You're unremarkable in every way.
Well, that's cool that you got that from them. That's important. All right, we're gonna go. We have to take a break again. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about Shrek, and then you and I are gonna play, I think, Celebrity.
You know I'm the worst person in the world at games, but...
No, you love games, I thought.
I love them, but I'm crappy at it.
Oh, well, then this won't be fun. We'll be back.
Oh, sorry.
We're back with Mike Myers. That's Shrek the Third, right?
Shrek the Third, yes.
And was that Justin Timberlake's character?
That's Justin Timberlake, who is the single most talented human being I've ever met in my life.
It's pretty amazing.
Yes, the world is his oyster. Whatever he wants to do in show business.
And a sweet man.
He is a doll.
Very kind. All right, so you say you're bad at games, but I have actually been to a game night with you. More charades.
Yes.
That was a charades night.
Yeah.
But charades is, like I say,
I'm just having performance anxiety, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to lower your expectations so that if I'm good, I will appear to be intelligent. You see, it's not my first day at this.
That's a smart move.
Yes.
I have never played this game, so just to try, I have. All right,
nice
so
try.
these are all characters that have been a part of Saturday Night Live, so that'll be easy. All right, put them in a clock, and you're going to try to make me guess. I'm going to hold it up, and you're going to make me guess who it is.
Right. Okay, very good.
Oh,
okay.
all right. All right, go.
Garth.
Well, that's you.
Garth.
No. Oh, Dana Carvey.
Yes.
Sorry.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, see?
Hot tub.
The hot tub.
Oh, gosh. He's also a donkey.
Eddie Murphy.
Yes, very good. She did the news. She wears glasses. She's
Jane Curtin.
she wears glasses, and she's a pretty smart girl. And
Tina Fey.
Yes. You look marvelous.
Billy Crystal.
No, I was just telling you you look marvelous. That's all.
Thank you.
I don't know. It just came. Hollywood Minute. It's not the clubs, 5 of clubs, it's the blank of clubs. It's also a shovel.
Oh, David Spade.
Yes. He is him and you're not.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm him and you're not.
Yeah. Him.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right, that was your turn.
Okay. All right.
She's on the New Adventures of she married to Brad Hall. 3 names.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
very good.
Of old Christine.
Pass.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to do that, sorry.
Blades of Glory is his latest film. And
Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's executive producer of Saturday Night Live.
No.
You don't know him?
No.
You have no idea?
Lorne Michaels.
Yeah.
Yes.
I must say Ed Grimley and he
Martin
did,
Short.
Yes. Very talented actor and lots of
Laurence Olivier.
Lots of movies.
Oh,
yes.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help. Robert De Niro.
First name, yes. And,
Robert.
Chaplin. He played in the movie Chaplin.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
Okay.
Groundhog's Day and
Billy Murray.
Yeah. And
I almost peeked. I didn't peek.
Hosted the Academy Awards.
Billy Crystal.
Paper, Scissors.
Oliver Stone. Chris Rock.
Yeah.
See, they can edit it out. See,
all right. Very good.
My hope is that they will edit out the part where I peeked. See, that's a good thing. It's the magic of television.
And we'll add the other 2 that I missed.
Yes.
All right. It was 7-5, and he wins.
Canada 7, USA 5.
All right. Shrek the Third opens in theaters today. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Good crowd.
It is a good crowd.
Now, I was just with Mariah Carey.
Oh, just now?
Yes, and apparently she got hurt on the bumper cars.
Oh.
And she's in the hospital.
She's with her attorney.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So that's...
I was watching this backstage. I was thinking, I should not have shown up. That's what people do now that are really hot. Don't show up.
Exactly. Or show up late. Like, I had to force myself to be late for my party because I'm always on time. I would have been the first one there, and everybody said, please don't come on time. That would have been terrible.
Congratulations on your birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Now, where did you send my invitation? I don't think I got it.
I sent it directly to your house.
Okay, I'm never home. I never show up.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah.
That's exactly why. I'll make sure, I'll find out what happened to it. Now I feel bad.
Oh, that's all right, I'll find it. Was it an Evite? I don't open those.
Oh, then yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I am thrilled to see you. You are so funny, and I love doing stand-up with you. I haven't seen you in a, well, I saw you.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. But, you know, when you're doing stand-up, when you start off doing it, it's such a huge thing in your life. It seems like no time has passed since you've done it, right?
Mhm.
I mean, you can remember every little club, every little trip. And we used to do stand-up together in San Francisco. Some of those laugh-offs, you know, like big show, you know, the Showtime laugh-off. And I remember we had to take a road gig to Chino once from San Francisco. And that's about a 4-hour drive, I think. And I had a crush on Ellen. I think a lot of the guys had crushes on Ellen back then, and that was before we knew that. Well, you know, but you know, it was fun, and we had a great time, and it just those days just fly by.
Yeah. So, and you have a baby. How old is your baby?
Well, let's see. He's 15 months, and I am 648 months old. And oh, that's not him. No, that's him. Yep, his name is Gable, and
that's a good name.
And the book is the book is actually about going through the pregnancy and how it affected me and what I kind of learned from it. And the first 2 chapters are about my affair with Barbara Walters.
Oh.
But then after that, I get right into the baby stuff. Yeah. But yeah, his name is Gable, and we wanted a kind of a unique name, but nothing too like Apple-ish. You know what I mean? So we were looking at street signs, we were looking at menus for names, and you know, I thought for a while, let's name him after like a character in a poem or something from literature. Then people would think we're sophisticated that way. So for a while, we were thinking about the name maybe Nantucket. We thought would be good because that's kind of poetry, you know. And then we thought, let's have a sponsorship, like a corporation. Name them after a corporation, like Velveeta or something. And then they could send our kid to school, you know, pay for his college. And Google, maybe we thought, Zoloft, settle down. You know? And then for a long time, we thought maybe Keys of Van Nuys, which is a local car dealership.
Yes, yeah.
But we ended up with Gable because we started looking at dead movie stars from the 40s, those names, and we saw a poster of him at Kinko's. So we thought, oh, Clark Gable, that'd be nice. Yeah. It's either that or Kinko's. So
That's a great name. Now, were you in the delivery room with your wife when he was born?
I actually wanted to be in the room during the conception, and I was.
Oh, good.
A lot of guys don't like that. I don't mind it. I don't find it that bad. But I was in the room for the delivery, and I don't like blood or placenta, first of all.
Oh.
So I was very nervous about this, and I remember I came home one morning, it was early in the morning, and my wife was in labor in our bedroom, and I thought, great, because I hate traffic, you know, to go during the day, and I thought, we'll be able to beat the traffic, you know, if we leave about 4 in the morning, and because we had about a 30-minute drive. So we get in the car, and there's no traffic at all here in Los Angeles, and which is rare. And we're driving, and I look over to her, and I see my wife is pregnant, and the sun's coming up. And I'm thinking to myself, this is such a miracle, you know? No traffic, nothing. And we get to the hospital. Now, my job was I wanted to be involved with the delivery, but my job was to work the iPod. See, I had downloaded a lot of songs, and that was going to get me through the delivery. And so
get you through the delivery.
Get me through the delivery. Yes. And so you know, I'm doing my job, and then the doctor comes in, and she starts hooking my wife Susan up to the monitors. That's her job. That's what she's doing. I don't question her. I'm doing the iPod. And she says to me, "Would you like to help?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm helping. I'm doing the iPod thing." She goes, "No. Do you want to help deliver the baby?" No, I don't. I don't want to do that. That's not what I do. But I said, "Yeah, sure. I'd love to help," because I hate confrontation. Right. You know, I didn't want to. So she gives me the gloves, and she goes, "Now, what I want you to do is hold up your wife's left leg," which is how I got in this position in the first place.
Exactly.
And it's all in the book. And I can't work the iPod and hold her leg at the same time, and I'm getting very, you know, uncomfortable doing all this. In hindsight, I should have hired a DJ. You know, I really should have. Sure. Then I would have had the DJ hold the leg, and I could have worked the iPod and done my job. So anyway, you know, it happened really quick, luckily, and I didn't want to look, like I said, and I'm holding the leg, and the doctor goes, "Look, you can see the top of the head coming out. It looks like a purple rock with like some hair on it and stuff." And I said, "I don't know, I think that's always been there." Because I didn't want to look. You know, I was making up anything, because I didn't want to look, Ellen. Wow. So finally, you know, the head came out, and she said, "You want to pull the rest of the baby out?" No, I don't. But I said, "Sure, that would be nice." So I'm pulling on the head, and it's not coming out. The neck is just elongating like that, you know? And I told the doctor, I said, "I'm afraid I'm going to rip the baby's head off." And she said, "You're not going to rip the baby's head off." I said, "Okay, but if I do, I'm going to be really mad at you." Oh, I let her have it. And the thing, it did come out eventually, and then I put it up on my wife's chest, and the doctor then said to me, "Do you want to cut the umbilical cord?" I'm thinking, geez, do I have to do all the work around here? Why? Do you want to come to my house and cut the grass? Do you want to wash the dishes? That'd be a fun experience.
That's hilarious.
So I cut the umbilical cord, and it was a great experience. And like 2 hours later, I went across the hall. I delivered 2 more babies.
Oh, good for you. Good.
And a C-section.
And a C-section.
Yeah.
Oh, God. God, you're funny.
Thank you, Ellen.
Nice.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
How about this?
You got it going on.
Yeah, I know. It's the best thing in the world to come here every day.
It's crazy. The show, I've been watching it so far. You got the skybox action. And the girl that was excited to be here. Where is she?
She's over. Oh, there's.
Hi. Hi, baby.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
She remembered her from the line. I thought that was sweet.
Yeah. Oh, they bond back there. They've been here.
I want to be that excited about something.
Yeah.
I'm so happy with her. I'm like, oh my God.
Aren't you this excited to be near me again?
I am a little bit. Yeah.
Because we did stand, a long time ago.
Let's not say, but it was a while ago.
Yeah.
It's been years, maybe.
10 years?
Ouch, yeah. Higher.
Yeah.
And yeah, because before Just Shoot Me, and we did, I remember our first thing was the Dallas Improv. I remember you were cool because you had a Walkman. How about that?
Wow.
That's going way back.
Yeah.
She had a sweet Walkman. I was like, nice.
Yeah.
And she was the headliner, and I was the middle act, and we were the Dallas Improv, and we hung out a lot. And then sometimes we'd hang out after and watch TV and stuff. I actually had a crush on her, a little bit of a crush on her. It's very pretty, this one. And so we flew back, and then it was a couple weeks before I got the news. Because I was telling people I was going to ask you out, and they were like, I don't know if you guys are a perfect couple.
No, I had a little crush. We had good chemistry.
We had a good time,
I had a crush on you.
But that worked out because we remember we got through those bumps, and then and then there was a woman that wanted to do a show with us, and we were going to try to play brother and sister.
Yeah, my first offer for a television show, they were going to develop something, and they wanted to do a brother and sister thing, and I was like, you've got to see this guy. He's the funniest guy, and he could easily be my brother.
Right. They wanted to do a show with her, and she brought me in the loop, and it never really got off the ground, but that was fun.
Yeah.
We hung out a lot back then, and then you did a bunch of stuff. We kind of went our separate ways.
Yeah, and then look at you now. I saw you, and I was like, you're so special. You're so funny, and you're hilarious. You make me laugh all the time.
Thank you.
So, but you're always playing this super cool kind of.
All right.
Yeah. What's that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? It started when I was a kid, and I was super the other way. I was really into books, and I was a spelling bee champ. And no one even believes that I was ever smart. But I was smart when I was younger. And then I
didn't know you were a spelling bee champ.
Oh, yeah. I was a chess champ, spelling bee champ, and I had a coin collection. Yeah. That's like the nerd trifecta. And then when I got to high school, my brother was cool. And so all our little schools merged, and I was my brother's brother, right? So, and then they said, oh, he's cool. And then all my friends from high school were like, no, he's a geek. You don't understand.
Yeah.
And it was suddenly, I was cool. It was like wildfire. And I blew my old friends off and got cool. And then I'd see him and I'd go, hey, nerds, why don't you do some flashcards? Haha. Come on, new friends. Let's go to the assembly. and then I kind of skated through high school, and I forgot to be smart. And then when because I liked the new thing of like having friends. And then when I went to college, I had my counselor, and I go, I think maybe I'll go to UC Santa Barbara or maybe Princeton. She's like, I'm going to try to pull some strings and get you in the community college across the street. I was like, the one across the street, That one? She's like, yeah. So I got in there with some favors, and I was like, how stupid am I? And then I went there, and then I'd come back and sit on the wall and talk to this
You go back across the street and hang out with the high schoolers?
Sometimes, yeah.
You go to college and then you go back to high school.
And then my friends go, what a loser. And I go, what? And they go, remember when we were in high school about a couple months ago and the people in college would come sit on the wall and they were losers? And I go, I don't get what you're saying. That's you now. And I'm like, no, it's different.
Yeah.
No, it's not. So did that.
You were like Mean Girls. Have you seen that movie yet?
Yeah, I did.
That's
I liked
exactly
it.
what it becomes.
I did. I got real caught up in it.
Yeah.
But I still have a couple coins from the coin collection.
Now, are you still a good speller? No? Spell Vim and Vigor.
That's German, so it's W. No, it's not. I committed to it, though.
Yeah, you did. No. We could say that.
V-I-G-O-R? No.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not here for my brains.
No, I know. You're here for your looks. Every time I turn around, I see you're dating some model. You're always dating models.
No, that's a trick, because that was on Just Shoot Me, I dated models. So people go, you date models? And I go, no. And they go, and you stand behind a desk. I go, no, that's the show. But that's not real life. But sometimes I go out. One time I was on this date. Let me just tell you this. I know you got to go. But I went to this, I was on a date in Las Vegas. We were waiting in like the cocktail area before we go in to get dinner. Nice place. And so she was here and I was here, and the maitre d' comes up behind me and goes, ladies, your table's almost ready, right? Yeah, right? So I go, it's cool, baby. All right, I'll give him a freebie. That's all right, I got the long hair, whatever. He's behind me. So then she's like a little cringed out, like, And then the guy comes back, I go, he's gonna see me, he's gonna know me from TV, I can't wait. So they go, ready, and I stand up and look at him and he goes, watch your step, gals. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. We have to take a break. That's hilarious. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Ellen.
Finally. I don't know why it took so long.
Because I live in New York, so I'm not out here that much. I live in New York, but I like Chicago.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go to Phoenix. So I just keep saying
it's always
places.
a safe thing to do.
Paris is beautiful.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
You're here enough. So now, what are you feeling? We talked a little bit backstage. Do you feel ready, or do you feel like? How long have you been working on this?
I've been working on the show a couple of months now. And yeah, I think I'm kind of ready. I mean, if it happened today, I could probably do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And will you be scared? Is there a lot more responsibility on this than just doing an HBO special?
Well, I can't pull down my pants and show my...
Well, maybe you could do an MTV special afterwards or something.
Yeah.
So, but you feel like you're all set. Are you gonna keep working, or are you done?
No, I'll be working. I'll be at some club tonight.
Really?
Tomorrow. Yeah. I've been knocking them out. Like, drive out, get on stage, do 8 minutes, whatever, 10 minutes, and leave. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I even do the intros too. No.
Yeah, right.
Practice the intros, ladies and gentlemen.
And the audience has
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Just to see if I, just make sure I get it right.
Well, you must care about it because you've turned it down before and suddenly you're doing it. So there's a reason that you're doing it.
I need the money, Ellen.
Oh. This is a big paying job.
Yeah, I got a big drug habit, okay? And I got kids, you know, baby needs diamond shoes. So, between the kids and the drugs, I gotta do something, right?
Yeah. You've just, the whole new thing of controversy now. You're just getting over one little layer and you just keep adding more.
Yes, but I got kids and drugs.
No,
that E is going up, man. Everybody's talking about the price of gas. Try to buy some ecstasy right now. It's sky high.
So you're doing
Do something about that, Mr. Bush.
So you're doing it because you need the money, that's why?
Yes, I need the money. And I'm not scared to say it. I got no shame.
You save your money.
I spend it.
No, you don't.
Next week, I start a show where I'm dating Bridget Nielsen. Yeah. And this person...
It's you and Flava Flav up against each other?
Me and Flava Flav fighting for Bridget Nielsen.
I see.
It's amazing. Brad and Jen break up, but Flav and Bridget...
They're still together.
Still together. Because that's real love. Not none of this Hollywood love.
No.
But Flava, you look into his bloodshot, crack cocaine eyes, and you see love in there. Look in there, past the alcohol and the crack. You see love.
I have a feeling these won't be on Sunday night.
Well, you never know. I gave Flava a ticket. Yeah. Flava's gonna be there. Little John will be there. What?
Now, and so who you must be rooting for? Well, you must be rooting for Jamie.
Well, I root for black people.
That's what I meant by that.
I like black people. You can root for the gay people, right?
Yeah.
It's cool, right?
Yeah, let's list them.
Let's list them, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're there.
Yeah. We know it.
We know they're there.
Yeah.
They're just, a little quiet about it
right
now.
For whatever
reason. But there'll be a whole nother party after the Oscars. I love that party. A lot of dancing.
No, but seriously, because I am with you, because I read that you said if Jamie does not win, you will say something about it.
Yes, I will talk about it. Yes.
I'm with you on that.
I will take somebody's Oscar.
Someone who didn't really deserve it, not just anyone.
Well, somebody with multiples. You know, Jack Nicholson's got like 5. Just take one.
Yeah.
Jamie will leave there with an Oscar.
Yeah. Well, he should. He was unbelievable in that movie.
He was Ray Charles.
Yeah, he was. And not to take away at all, because I thought there were some great performances, and I thought, you know, Leo was amazing.
Leo was great.
But I mean, he does it all.
He was Ray Charles.
Yeah.
I saw Jamie the other day, and Ray Charles's wife came up and smacked Jamie for cheating on her.
Oh. Well then.
That's how good he was.
I agree with you. We have to take a break. We'll be right back right after this. Back with Chris Rock. I was just watching this again the other day, and oh, this is funny. This is Never Scared, your latest HBO special. Now it's out on
CD.
CD.
Yeah, CD.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Things that I can't talk about right here are hilarious. The things that women sing along to when they're dancing. Hilarious. I think that's what I think I called you after I saw it and was talking about how oh God, you're so funny. And now will you let your little girls listen to this stuff when they're this is only one of them. Where's your other little girl?
I don't have
you have 2 little girls now.
Yeah, that's Lola. Lola Rock.
And the other one is, how old is she?
She's 2.5 now.
And the other one is?
And the Zara is 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And your beautiful wife?
Yes, my wife, yeah. Do that.
And has it, because when you first, you acted like, oh, babies aren't going to change me, but they have completely changed you.
Yeah, I try to make more money now. Because you gotta get them shoes, Ellen.
Especially girls.
Yes, especially girls. My God, I love I'm so glad I have girls, because girls, it's just love. Everyday love, 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 love. Daddy, love you, daddy, love you, daddy, love you. And if I had a boy, it's like, it'd be like 2 months of love, and then I gotta get him ready for the white man, you know? Hey, boys, stand up straight. These white people will kill you. It's rough out there. But a girl is just trying to get daddy. It's rough out there.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, and everybody, because, you know, I saw the 60 Minutes the other day, which I thought was so good. And it talks about how much your mother and your father, you know, helped you growing up, and they are so supportive of you.
The whole family, you know what the great thing about growing up in a bad neighborhood? Any choice is a good choice. Mm-hmm. So I never had to worry about, oh, I want you to be a lawyer. I want you to, it's like, hey, just don't sell crack.
Yeah.
It's like, so I never had this thing where, you know, I'm a comedian and people look down on it or anything.
Yeah.
It's just, hey, he picked something, thank God.
Yeah. But what you do is just, it's not just you're a comedian, because you comment on, you're so smart, and you say things that, you know, you and I are so different. It's amazing, because I really admire you, and we're
same here.
Thank you. But I mean, I would never say the things you say. Or think them.
You say them in the dressing room.
Yeah, no. But I love that you do, and I respect it, and I admire it, and you're smart as can be, and you comment on stuff that most people would not touch, so I love that about you. We have to go to a break. When we come back, you and I are going to go up in the audience and play a little Oscar trivia game.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll be right back after this.
Hello, fellas.
Yeah, Ellen. Hi.
How's it going?
I'm feeling really bad that we don't have a big enough sofa that I wrap around. I mean,
I usually wear a
bigger
sofa. I usually go out in a sofa.
I feel bad that it's like you're in a minivan or something.
I'm sitting over at the Beverly Center, but I can hear pieces of it, so just I'll let you know.
Oh my God. Well, first of all, great to have you all on the show together, and it must be so much fun working together. This must be like the greatest job in the world.
It seemed like it at the beginning. Day 2, it was great. We did the first one, and it went smoothly, and we had a great time. And then Adam called us with the next assignment. We get the news, and we were all sort of hoping that would maybe happen, and it worked out great.
Yes.
Did you have that in mind when you, with the first one, did you think, because this is, I think, the first sequel you've done, right?
Sure, yeah. No, I never did a sequel before, and we did have the best time of our life. We hung out. Actually, we shot the movie in Massachusetts both times, and figured we'd say hello to everybody in Boston right now who's going through.
Yeah.
hell, and we're very deeply
That was a great town to do
sorry.
it in. Great people.
Yeah, it is a great place and great people there. It's heartbreaking.
Yes, yes.
Heartbreaking.
And the best people, and we have the greatest time when we shoot there. So yes, in answer to the question, we didn't know we were going to do a sequel, but it was such a great summer, and all our kids hung out, and we loved the movie, and we made a nice movie. We figured we'd do it again, try to do it again.
Yeah. Like you only planned on doing one show, right?
That's right. Yeah. I thought I'll do a pilot and
Just
that's
one
it.
day. Just
Yeah.
one day a week,
Exactly.
and now,
And then
12,000 days later.
You can't stop it.
Can't stop doing it. It's just too much fun.
Whole bunch of sequels. And you've known each other. Who have you known the longest, Adam?
The Rock Man. Me and Chris Rock. I was 17.
Long time ago, when white men were presidents.
Exactly.
Way back.
He kept saying, just you wait.
And you're like, nah.
Yeah, you know, me and Rock know each other forever, and we used to do the comic strip together, and I'd see you come in there. When we were, you hung out with who? Reiser and Seinfeld? That
No,
was...
I never really, I worked with Seinfeld once at the Comedy Magic in Hermosa Beach.
Oh, yeah.
Nice job, Adam.
But,
You blew it.
but that's where, so y'all met doing stand-up, and then
Yes.
you did Saturday Night Live. Were you on, together?
I met Adam after before I Saturday Night Live. We were doing stand-up in the Valley, and I was still a skateboard kid trying to cling
Where
onto
in the
that.
Valley? Where'd you work in the Valley?
Valley Improv.
Oh, remember at the Hilton in the
At the
Valley?
Hilton, yeah.
No.
You
They
said
did that for a little bit.
I did that once. Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah?
did,
It was
that
like
didn't-
jury duty.
Yeah, it was.
The main improv was on Melrose, but they assigned you to go out to the other one.
Yeah.
But
Right.
that was fun. So Adam and I hung there, and then we all.
I thought he was very cool. David had a leather jacket on with like studs.
He wore it all the time.
It was so
He did.
heavy.
And he was in a movie before any of us. He was in Police Academy.
So he was more famous than y'all at the time?
Way more
famous. Way more famous.
It was such a favor to hang out with these guys. I was like, you see, I go, Adam, you have star quality. Chris, I don't know.
And Kevin, did you ever do stand-up?
I started in stand-up.
Oh, yeah.
And I met Adam at the actually at the comic strip in New York, and he was very nice. I think you were on SNL at the time.
Really?
He was like, I think no, it was '89. You weren't then, were you?
I think I got on then.
Let's not say dates.
Okay.
man.
Yeah. It was
99.
So 2 months ago, Adam saw me at the comic strip and just said, no, he was very nice, and it was great. We just kind of hooked up, and then we did our TV show on the Sony lot, and that was where we kind of hooked up again.
You hosted the People's Choice Awards one time.
I did,
with Ray. With Ray, and he was with Ray Romano, and I remember I was walking up, and I just saw King of Queens, and I saw Kevin, and I didn't see Ray, and I was like, buddy, I love your show. It's incredible, blah, blah, blah. I laugh so much. And then I hear from Ray, one of my chopped liver. So I'm like, how's he talking again?
Chopped liver. Yeah.
That's right on. I play poker with him sometimes.
Yeah, I'm
he's
sorry.
a good poker player. Well,
Yeah, he is.
yeah. So are you who's still doing stand-up? I know you still do stand-up.
Yeah, I still do it.
Do y'all still do it?
These guys all do.
Rock and I did the Venetian Las Vegas.
I opened up for him about 2 weeks ago in Vegas.
That's right.
Yeah. and
Really?
Unannounced, just showed up.
You just walked on and...
Oh,
I go, give this guy a chance. He came out, and then they go, why is he leaving and you're coming back on? I go, oh.
How long did you do?
Did about 25, something like that.
Yeah,
He's good. Rock's good.
Are you trying out new material for
I'm
another
trying out
thing?
new
Is that
material.
what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably tour at the end of the year. Yeah.
Wow.
And then I did my stuff.
I'll see you people on the road.
I did my new stuff, and I mean, my act I've been doing for 20 years in rock goes, some of the new stuff's good, little pieces of it, and I go, doing it 15 years. Okay, great.
And do you still do
Yeah,
stand-up?
I just did a date in Florida
Wow.
last week.
Yeah,
I love it.
And you?
My mother and my mother-in-law saw
They
Kevin
came to the
last
show.
week
Good.
in Florida. He didn't know what was going to hit him in Florida.
You gotta come back. You gotta get back on stage.
I would be scared to death to get back on stage. Are you still doing it?
I don't do it.
You popped in with us. With me.
I go, on occasion, I show my face at their shows and get cheers, and then I leave. I'm just doing a quick, like, I need some love, and then I walk. But you're great. Like, when we do those award shows and you're doing your stuff, and you go, I go out there, I write speeches so I can read it and try to be funny reading something. You're smooth. You don't
Yeah, it's just 2 minutes though. I mean, for me, I love stand-up and I love the feeling. That's why I love doing this show every day and they come to me. I don't have to go to them. They come to me. You know, I get the same feeling. I get all this,
Right.
and.
Right.